Hara. Hara hara. I need to test. Sorry if today's stream is ever so slightly noisy starting out. I usually feed Kogi, so I took Kogi out for his outside early, so that I don't need to do it at 7. So he's situated, but that also means I'm feeding him now. And instead of feeding him in his slow feeder bowl, I am feeding him via a ball that dispenses food. And for whatever reason, like I set that in the kitchen, but he decided to push it all the way to my office and is now proceeding to feed himself underneath my desk. He was deciding to feed himself underneath my desk. So if you hear the ball rolling around and clunking on things, that's just him feeding himself. Doctor! Congratulations on surviving 22 months. Congratulations. Apologies for you losing the game. Apologies. The model looks great. Thank you, Dusk. Thank you. This is interim Beko. I wanted to return to purple. Unfortunately, the 2.0 model is in production hell still, and I'm actually quite depresso espresso because my rigger has fallen off the face of the universe for the past 2 months and has gone radio silent, and I have no idea what's going on with them or the model, and I don't know if I need to secure another rigger, which makes me even more sad because that means I need to raise more funds if I have to secure another rigger. I have to secure more. Hope stream has been going well. Stream has been going well since returning. It's been going all right. It's a slow and ease in process, but everybody has been so sweet and kind to me. Everybody has been super duper sweet and kind to me. This looks like it's gonna be one of those broken streams. I do not know why certain things are
Roy has
broken.
deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Ow. Thank you! Thank you so much for the hydration. But yeah. Oh, the bear. Troll bears. Dude, the chat trigger throws hasn't worked since the update. Like they just permanently stopped working and I don't know why. Otako. Otako. Hi Puka. Haro. I have a question for Rianari, which means uh I need to somehow hang out with Rianari or call Rianari. Maybe tonight after stream if they're around. I don't know, but also I will eat and watch more Star Wars. I'll eat and watch more Star Wars. Oh, but I did sell my office chair, which makes me sad because now I don't have a chair for my kitchen. I now need to get myself a kitchen chair. Oh my god, Kogi, what are you banging against? Don't mind the noise. Kogi is just feeding himself. Rionori? Rionori? I need to ask. It came up in conversation for the tea room. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. You sold? I did. I did sell my Transformer chair. It had a huge footprint. Like an ungodly sized giant footprint. So I felt like I should figure out another means for it. Why is he feeding himself underneath my desk? I wish I could show you guys. I wish I could show you guys what Kogi is doing. But at least he's eating. I guess that's the benefit. At least he's eating. Oh my god, actually looking down at him, he's kind of cute. He's rolling a ball in circles. Who putting feet on your chairs? Who? On my folding chair? The worm brain? I am the worm. and I think I have a brain, or at least I'd like to think I have a brain, but I'm not entirely sure. We came up in conversation in the tea room about roleplay game, tabletop, Markevian, or things like that. So I'm asking some friends of mine if they would be willing to host an RP game. As you guys know, I have mentioned before that I have never done a roleplay, like a group roleplay thing before, and I would really, really like to do so. Um, but nobody wants to host for me. Either people don't want to GM or go through the effort of GMing, which I understand takes a lot of time and effort, or people already have their perfect groups and they're full and they don't want to take in a newbie. So I have asked some friends of mine that I know that specialize in this kind of thing, and I'm hoping that maybe we can work something out and you guys will get to bear witness my first time doing a roleplay thing. um I don't know anything about the process or how to. Hi, TM. Hello, hello. Sounds like fun. It does sound like a lot of fun. But I don't know anything about it, so I'd be subject to whatever it is that they tend to do, or want to do for their doohickey dooma thingy or whatever. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I have a couple of options, I think. I have a couple of options. There are a couple people that I could ask. Um, it just depends. It just depends. Mm-mm. If it's really, really fun, then that's something that we can keep doing as well. I think that would be really great. Maybe. I think. I wonder, is there. No, I was gonna say, like, is there a way for me to draw on myself, like on OBS? But the only thing I could think of would be to, like, draw on, like, Photoshop and then green screen. But then also, I don't know if I can do that. Mm. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I hope it'll be fun. I hope it'll be fun. I'll hopefully get a response from them later tonight. And we can start planning something out for that, and that'll be really great. That'll be fun. I know I'm usually pretty shy or withheld from like doing collaborations, um because my my thing is like if it's groups of 3 or more, I tend to be reclusive, right? I become a people watcher, and I do not like talking over people, so then I try not to talk, and if I do talk over people, I feel really, really terrible about it, and I anguish about it later. So that's why I don't typically do like collaborations or things like that. um but I'd like to branch out more. I'd like to branch out more. I know I say that every year. I know I say that every year. I don't care. I want to be able to just hang out with people. You know, you need an IRL guild. Go to the Adventurers Guild. That's where I am going. I am going to an Adventurers Guild. I'm hoping they can house me, but we'll see. We'll see what their availabilities are. I've submitted an inquiry for it. I'll let you guys know what they say. Hold on, let me take a video so I can show you guys what he's doing. Oh, right as I do that, he's like rolling it to the other side of me. Hold on. So when I post this video, what you'll see is there's a ball. He's pushing around a ball, and like there's a hole in the ball, and there's food in the ball, and if he rolls the ball just right, then food will come out. And that's how he's feeding himself right now. But he decided to do this underneath my desk. So I don't know how much of the clanking and rolling you guys can hear. Can you guys hear it? Kind of. I'm like trying to look at the audio bars. But yeah, he's doing that underneath my desk right now. Mm-hmm. 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 Hi, Kogi. I saw a video that I want to watch, and I kind of want to watch it with you guys, and I'm hoping I'm not going to get copyright striked for watching this. So let's take a look here really quickly. If I can find this. I want to see what this is. It has something to do with lightsabers. Oh, frick. It's on the wrong monitor. Oh my god. He's like moving my whole desk right now. Kogi, not that not that cord. Oh, not that one. Oh my god. There it is. That one. There you go. Look at this. I think this is like an actual saber. I think. Look at this. Gotta share that Star Wars droids video for an eventual reaction. Yeah.
Ready?
Look at this. See, there's nothing there, and then it comes out.
This is the world's most realistic lightsaber.
I'm like covering it. See, a thing came out. There was nothing there, but it came out.
And I'm holding it because today I got the chance to go behind the scenes with Walt Disney Imagineering.
Who owns this video?
The place where Disney brings their craziest ideas to life.
Those ducks! Those droids, if I see them, I swear I might go kidnap these little guys. These guys, I want to kidnap these ones. I want to kidnap these guys.
By living longer, going farther. But the reason that I've loved Disney since I was a kid is that they use tech to improve lives a different way.
What is...
People
Here we go.
happy. How are you?
Oh! These guys! If I see these in the park, I'm gonna bring a big duffel bag.
Walk over uneven ground or get pushed or even open doors. But what makes these droids different
Yeah!
is their personality.
Look at them!
They're just so cute.
They're so cute!
This
These little
stems a bunch
ducks.
of very
A
specific
purple cat was
design
seen stealing a
engineering
droid. Nuh-uh, you
from
can't
companies
prove it.
about
Look at a model!
little shimmy. These droids aren't autonomous. They're told exactly where to go by a person holding this console.
Becca the droid thief.
I wanted to try.
You're telling me you wouldn't want one of these? You wouldn't want one of these in your own home?
You can, absolutely. Get angry for a second.
Yeah. How do I ask him to walk?
Tap and then move the stick forward or any direction.
I thought they were more autonomous
It's
than
important
that.
to understand that I'm telling the droid what to do. Walk here, throw a tantrum. But I'm not telling it how to do that. The actual way that it responds to me comes down to its training. Using ducklings as inspiration. Disney Imagineering
They are
created a
ducks!
series of animations, like in a Disney movie, for how the robot
You think
should
they're
walk,
small?
jump,
Hello,
or
small.
shimmy. Then they put a digital version
Who
of
want to
the
help the
robot
cat
into
steal the
simulation.
droid? This is your
Robot
go to
should
jail
be
moment?
They're given a goal.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Or
want to
based
do
on how well
this?
they meet that goal
Would you
on
think
the
it's
first
worth
step.
it?
So for example, walk from A to B
You'd
over
find
different terrain.
You'd find random batteries all over the floor for this droid. Look.
That's what you're seeing here is the thousands and
Little
thousands of robots
ducks.
trying different things, stumbling a little bit and trying something different.
In this case, though, the droids are rewarded not just for walking from A to B, but also for how closely they follow the animations while they do that. In these digital worlds, they can get way more reps than they would in the physical world, and they don't get damaged. Then the Imagineers upload that training to the physical robots, and they test them with these cute little harnesses, until eventually the droids are ready to go out into the world.
The way they move, the way they learn to move,
These are
they're
not
just
the
like,
robots that are most likely to
waggle,
do your
waggle,
laundry or
ah,
working in a factory
ah.
in the future. But
These
they're
robots
designed
have
so that they're
self-taught
100%
themselves
robotics in
how
a
to be
different way.
cute.
In a world that
That
use
is just
more and more
amazing.
robotics, how we feel about something, whether or not we feel something is
They
his
poop
sort of
batteries? These
something
ones?
is well-intentioned
Do these
as
actually
opposed
exist
to
in the movies
scary.
or the
Matters a lot
series?
for how much
Like, what are
users
they
want to
called
interact with
specifically?
robots. And that also must make the development, I mean, probably more fun, but also by definition
Wow,
more difficult
wow.
because the reinforcement learning has
Wow.
two objectives.
Look,
It has
they're
don't
just
fall, but
dancing
also
around
keep
them. They're sitting on the floor and these droids are just dancing around
We
them.
want our guests to see technology. We want them to fall in love with a character.
We're being immersed. That's what it is.
Makes
Look at
sense.
this.
I love these little droids. If you want to know
I
more
love
about how
them.
they're made to look so real, my friend Michelle Carre is making a video all about what it takes to become an Imagineer for her show Challenge Accepted. And if you're really lucky, you might spot these droids walking around in a Disney park.
Do you know how much
Eventually, though,
bank
I have to
Disney
leave
would
my
make
friends.
if they
I have to
actually
go now.
sold these droids as like
I have something else to
toys?
try.
We
Like,
have
like that?
made the most realistic, expandable, extendable
Expandable.
lightsaber ever.
That's Lanny
You think
Smith.
those droids
He's
are
one of the
based on
world's
one from
most
the game?
famous Imagineers. He holds over 100 patents, including for this lightsaber.
I'm going to allow you to extend and retract it. Now, this is a very expensive prop. No, this is a prop. So you need to
It is
be
very
careful
expensive.
once it's extended.
Okay, okay.
And this is the button that you push to extend it. I'm going to stand back just so that.
So I just,
Oh, yeah, just that.
oh, that's cool.
Tubes go out.
As cool
Tube
as
go
I can.
out.
And it looked as real up close as it does on camera. In the Star Wars universe, of course, these Jedi weapons work by
There's
channeling
definitely
energy
tons of
through a
Star
crystal
Wars
during a
merch.
blade
There
that
is
can
probably
produce
crap
light.
ton, yeah. Tube,
In
tube,
our
tube
universe,
extend,
filming Star
tube,
Wars movies,
shoom.
actors used these fighting prop sticks, and then visual effects artists painstakingly added the glow in post-production. But for Disney parks,
We're definitely
they
going to
somehow
Disney
used
trip for
LED
Star Wars
lights
Land B. We have to.
and that
I
is
mean,
the
I would
magic.
enjoy going to Disneyland, period, but it's
So
just
the
super
challenge when
duper
you're
expensive. You know what I
making,
mean?
A prop for a performer is that it
Disney
has to look
already
like
sells
what
R2
you
and
see in the
BB
movie.
units
And
at
remember, the
Galaxy's
movies
Edge. Like
are
actual,
big,
like functioning, they
flashy,
roll around
light
and they are
extends, they
expensive,
can
but you
cut
get to
through all
make your
sorts of
own.
things. Well, we don't cut
Oh wait,
through
I
all
need to
sorts
see
of
this.
things,
I need to
but
see
we
making
did
your own.
want smooth extension of the blade.
It's that smooth extension that isn't possible with lightsaber toys that I've seen before.
Our lightsaber unrolls from internal motors that are pushing it. And that
Oh.
was important for our performers.
Oh
to
yeah, it's
really
absolutely
look like
spendy. We're still
Jedi.
doing it though,
The lightsaber
but
has a clear cap with
but
two long translucent
money.
pieces attached to it that unroll from
Money.
inside the lightsaber, allowing it to extend upward. As they extend out of
I
the
could
lightsaber,
IRL
they
stream
become a
it.
concave shape,
I
creating
could-
a rigid blade. And on those tips,
If
a series
if
of bright
if
LEDs.
if
They
the
put in
Dawnlit
these LEDs
community
to make
wants
that
to fund
realistic
me
lightsaber
going on a
glow.
Disneyland
Knows
trip,
what
I will IRL
lightsaber
stream
blade
it.
to give it the feeling that it has moved from place to place. And we're also strobing it a little bit in general to give the life of flickering power.
If two people have them, can the blades touch each other?
This one is not used for battle. We have a stand-in for it when we have to have our stars moving it around quickly. This is more for the
Yeah,
extension
I
and
wouldn't
retraction.
So
I wouldn't
cannot-
thwack
I
it.
You should
should
not.
not touch it. Much like a real lightsaber.
Yes, you don't want to get burned.
Of course.
Right? Of course.
Even though I now understood how they were doing this, it still felt like magic. Like you can see, the kid in me is just mesmerized.
Look
And
at
just when I thought
Tube.
I couldn't feel any more powerful, they showed me how
Oh.
to use the Force.
That's just magnets. It's just rolling on beads.
And of course, you can go left and right if you like.
This is so cool.
You're strong with the Force.
That's some aggressive
I can't keep a straight
pushing.
face, I'm sorry.
All right, there you are. That's a serious Jedi. Yes.
I take my responsibilities
Mhm.
seriously.
But hang on, how am I doing this?
It's
First,
unroly
that camera
balls.
Right there is
Yeah.
recording my hand movements from above. And
Uh-huh.
there's another bit of magic.
The
on
balls.
floor.
The
Hang on a
balls.
sec. So I
Roly
just got back
balls.
from the UK.
No, I don't want your
Spain has
ads.
A real Formula E car. No joke. And while I was there, I was also using the sponsor of this episode.
She didn't
Surfshark.
segment the
Surfshark
ad.
is a virtual- back
There
to
you go.
Disney.
Yeah,
Disney
roly
Space
balls.
Hollow tile, also invented by Lanny. It's basically a treadmill, but in any direction. I've been wanting to try this since I saw my friend Marquez walk on an earlier version.
All right, I'm ready. So I just walk in a circle. It's like I'm drifting back toward the center a little bit. Ooh.
That'd be great for
Up close, you
VR.
can see that the floor I'm walking on is made of these rotating circular tiles like this. One gear on the bottom controls overall spin, and another on the top controls the angle of the head. What that means is that your shoe is only ever hitting the top of that angled disc.
So I'm standing on the surface that's created by the edge, and that edge might
Huh?
also be moving. And
Huh?
that creates motion back toward the center that I feel is just the ground sort of moving me back.
So as you're walking in one direction, the spin of the top of the angled discs pushes you together in the opposite direction.
So I can walk backward, I can walk forward.
What?
And what's interesting is it feels like, I don't know how to describe this exactly. It doesn't quite feel exactly like a treadmill in every direction. It takes a little bit of learning, but it very clearly wants me, if I walk in a circle, it's sort of pushing. You can see my foot, every step is drifting back toward the center.
But wait,
I feel
how do
like
you
that's
know which
I
way
feel
you're
like
going?
that's like
Well,
a
this
ton
entire
of
surface is
engineering
surrounded by LiDAR cameras that are constantly scanning
versus
your foot.
I don't mean to say that so
Well,
lightly. Like I
identifies
mean
where
like
your foot is on the
my
tiles,
brain
and it's
simplified
tracking
it
each
to
step in
they're
real
just
time.
marbles.
And then there's a second camera that's
Marbles
looking
can
at
do
the
the same
direction
thing
of your foot. It does
in
that
terms of
by
rolling it
identifying not
around,
only
but
where
this
your
is like
foot is,
more
but also where your
ingenuity to
shin
make it so that
is.
you're
So
always
if your
in the
shin is
center.
at the back of your foot, then you're facing this way, and vice versa. This demo had 6 different LiDAR angles, so at least one of them always had a good view of my feet.
Each of these has a different view. That one may be.
You know, you realize what this means,
This one
right?
has a
You
very
realize what this
clear-
means. This means if they make a floor with this thing that's large enough, let's say like a gym. Let's say they make a giant gym and the entire floor is just this, and they plop a human right in the center of the gym, that human will never be able to escape, right? Because the floor will keep dragging them to the center. The floor will keep dragging them to the center. That human will never be able to escape. They'll just run and they'll be forever stuck in the gym. You've now trapped them forever.
view that your
Because that's
ankle
that's
is in the
if you
back of
program
your
it to
foot.
do so, right? That's what it's
Interesting.
doing. It's
Or
keeping
you
her
don't need to
centered.
walk at all. You can move the floor with
Oh,
a
that's
video game controller.
scary. I hate that. I'm just imagining the momentum I'd feel.
That is the point of the holotype.
Could use it to simulate more realistic walking in VR. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned that it would be this would be really good for VR.
Designs on it and playing games. While we were there, they implied that they might end up using it in a park or maybe in a movie, like in The Volume where they filmed.
Oh, dude, look at this. So like I had told somebody this because like I watched a behind the scenes with the Mandalorian. So like all of his shiny armor and things like that, they get the reflections on it. So like normal filming and things like that, they do green screen, right? Green screen or blue screen. And like for the Mandalorian with all his shiny armor, they get the reflections because they don't do green screen. They make a giant TV cylinder. Like that is all LED TV and they just project his environment onto it. So instead of green screen, yeah, he's actually like in this environment. And that's how they get all the lighting. And that's super cool.
And speaking of fun, I have one more thing to show you.
What is that?
Stuntronics, meaning they're robot stunt doubles. This is how Spider-Man launches over Disneyland.
We wanted a larger than life Spider-Man performance, but some of these flips
What?
that you see done in the movie, that's just CGI. We have to do it in real life, and those would not be safe for a stunt performer to be doing once, much less several times a day.
Wouldn't be safe or wouldn't be possible?
Both. At certain points, when Spider-Man first launches in the parks, he's pulling like 10 Gs. So this is something that we absolutely think a robot is very...
Hold on a second. My boss is proceeding to like message me on every medium possible. he's messaged me on the work platform. He's messaged me on like Messenger. And also I need to swap my batteries. Headset battery. go. Okay, what are we asking? Something in email. Oh, he even sent me an email that's literally titled the message. Like, there's nothing in the email. It's literally just message. He's messaging me, can you respond to so-and-so? And he just sent me an email that has nothing in it, but the title is just called, can you respond to so-and-so? Okay, hold on. It's supposed to be bonus proof from the regular cards. Okay, let me see here. Layout for the non. Please check it. Does these layouts not include cards? The answer is no, but let me. I don't want to open my work tabs. This is why you don't have friends. Your boss's friend. He's friend blocking me. He's blocking me from having a social life. This is true. This is very true. Hold on. I need to see what they're trying to say. That's the front, that's the back. Is there more to this? No. The answer is no. This one is no. That's the back. Okay. I am gonna have to... You guys can keep watching this.
Very well suited for it.
Actually, hold on. Also, let me respond to my boss and let him know. Like, hold on. Are you regarding her question? Don't know how to answer her question. Okay. Let me take a look. Why did he have to message me on so many platforms for that? Okay, guys, keep watching.
To build a robot that can do that, they basically flung a metal stick with some motors and actuators over and
The
over
robot's
and
just a
over,
metal
and
stick.
then gradually over time learned and made it more human.
This is Mini Man.
Can I hold Mini Man? Okay, my dude.
And
So you take this after learning from those, and you fling him through the air.
Fling him through the air a couple hundred times, track the results, and get better and better at controlling that motion through thin air.
Until eventually,
Fling!
Could you
Multi-platform
see
messaging?
products being used in
All
movies?
within, like,
That's a really good question.
5 seconds
We're
of
open
each
to
other,
using them for all
too.
sorts of uses. They haven't asked yet, but we're just down the street,
Where?
and they'd be happy to use them in a movie.
so if you have all of this incredible technology to tell stories, what stories do you tell? Maybe the craziest part of my day was meeting two of the most important people at Disney who make those decisions. That is
Where did
Josh
I see
Damara,
the
who
proof?
runs all of Disney parks and cruises and products and yeah.
How do you think about the purpose of all of this incredible tech?
The purpose at the end of the day is to create a connection with our guests, to make them feel something. And ultimately what we want them
Hold on 1 second, I'm going to stop you while I walk past. All right.
Kevin Feige was just walking by. We had to.
We should have invited him in. Was he there? We'll call him
Who's Kevin Feige?
in. Hey, nice shirt.
Pleasure to meet you. Nice
Who's
to
Kevin
meet you.
Feige?
And that is Kevin Feige.
Who's Kevin
president
Feige?
of Marvel Studios, who I did not know that I was
Oh.
going to be meeting.
I'm literally heading back to an X-Men meeting right now.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm so glad that we caught you.
Can go up like
The question
5%.
that I was asking is, what is the purpose of all of this technology? What is the mission here?
But I think it's
He's the head of-
continuing the storytelling.
ah.
It's immersing the audience and the guests in the world,
Okay,
which
okay,
nobody
okay.
does better
Yeah.
than Imagineering. When Disney bought Marvel, I was like sheepish about it. So does that mean we can go to Imagineering now? And the answer was yes, come on by. And now with Josh leading it, it's feeling very exciting.
And the great thing is as these stories are coming out of his head and his team's head, we're automatically thinking, how are we going to bring this to life in real form?
For years, we'd spend time on our sets, You go, you know what's so sad is after we film them, we tear them down, they go away forever.
That is
We said if
devastating.
only Imagineering gets their hands on it, and actually, we
Whoa,
brought a bunch of Josh's team down there
Secrets.
to see it and to see how they can then extend that into the parks in a great way. Great, so nice meeting you.
So great to meet you. Thank
Good
you so
seeing
much
sir.
for your time. I really
Pleasure.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
There you go.
Unbelievable. Oh my
Kevin
God.
Feige.
Cool.
But ultimately, what's important for us is to tell a story, but you have to feel something. And I think it's very different from what's going on, generally speaking, in the robotic space. And that's why we're so different.
It felt different. The point of all of the tech that I saw today is not to be useful. It's not to make your life more convenient.
It's to
or help
believe.
you stay alive longer. It's to help make sure that while you are alive, you get the chance sometimes to just be a kid. It's a reminder of how important it is to find ways to just feel joy.
Okay. Give me a second while I make this note. So this one, this one, this one. But
Hello.
let's make this fatter so that they can see this better. Frick. Okay. Copy. Reply all. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The other cards I've marked. I know where to. Okay, sorted. Closing the work tab. Do we like Kevin Feige? Also, hold on. So Scrib sent me a video. Oh no, why does this say the tragedy of droids? Why are you trying to make me sad? Is this gonna make me sad? Are you gonna make me sad? He's fine. His job is basically keeping track of everyone else. That's fair.
The very first characters we are introduced to in Star Wars are a pair
Scribs, this is 35 minutes long!
They shut down the main reactor. We'll be destroyed for sure. This is madness.
and it's through their mechanical eyes that we initially experience this galaxy far, far away.
1977. This was made in the 70s. Also, this video, you can also turn it up by 10%. Scribs, I think you're just deaf. Is it not loud enough for everybody else?
There goes another one. Hold your fire. There's no life forms.
I'd argue that droids are as central to the success and popularity of Star Wars as stormtroopers or Jedi Knights, if not more so.
Hollywood, California, August 1970.
It's a little quiet. Okay.
To the world-famous Chinese theater.
Was that a little better?
Stars of the biggest box office success in motion picture history.
That's a man wearing a metal suit.
In the decades since, endearing droids have become an almost ubiquitous fixture.
They
in
were
popular
on
culture.
Sesame Street.
In fact, it's not really a Star Wars story. Unless there's a lovable or memorable droid.
You want me to
stealing
put
the
captions
spotlight.
on? This droid right here, this one in Rebels, by the way, so like all of the other droids, they go beep boop beep boop whatever, and you don't understand them. This specific droid, like he has guttural noises, and I think he just speaks English, because there are some times where I can understand him. It sounds like he's speaking English, but they just give him, like, they robotically blur it to heck and back. So there are certain things where it's just like, I understand him, and I swear it's not because I've just been binging Star Wars to the point where I'm starting to learn droid language, okay? It's not that. I think literally this guy is speaking English, and they just, like, alter it robotically just enough so that it sounds like a droid, but he is speaking English. He's pure arse? Yeah, he is. He's kind of a big jerk. He's like worse than R2-D2. He's got one of the highest kill count. Really? Really? More than R2-D2? Hi Orange, how are you doing? All the droids are just speaking English with a filter? No, they go boop beep boop boop boop. This one actually goes roar, right? Like he actually makes roar noises versus R2-D2. It's like beep beep boop beep boop, right? So he's actually speaking. Also, hello Le Dragon. You're not wrong. Chopper is Dave Filoni. Who's Dave Filoni? Saying words and it gets muffled, and you can actually yeah, you can actually hear him go like, what the frick in lines. Yeah, that's why I'm like sitting here, I'm just like, did the droid literally just say what I think it said? Like, I'm sitting here, like, I'm like questioning, so like, I feel like I understand Chopper. Hold on, not to distract from this, but like, hold on, let me see if I can pull up some Chopper lines. Star Wars Rebels Chopper. And that's why when I was watching like the Ahsoka series and they introduced Chopper, I'm like sitting here, this is my first time being introduced to Chopper, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, why is this droid so crass? Like, why is this droid just like a big arse? And I didn't have like the lore. I'm like, what is wrong with this janky droid? Hi, Senator! Hello, hello! Okay. I didn't realize there's 3 seasons of Rebels, by the way. I didn't realize. I'm on season 2 now of Rebels. So a lot of it is like bop bop bop. Like that's how it sounds like he's saying rop 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 wop 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 wop. Like peanuts. Peanuts. Wop wop wop. There's 4 seasons? Is there really?
Will you cut it out? You have plenty of room. Stop crowding me.
Your thigh is killing you? Why? Did you exercise today? Did you give it some rest? Some ice?
Hey, pilot.
Wop wop wop.
Rule against droids in the passenger area?
R2 threatening with the sparker, like I'm gonna shank you. The way he holds it out, I'm gonna shank you. Bwop bwop, bwop bwop. Can I type like chopper what the frick and will it actually hold on, sorry. What the There's a video here that literally says chopper says what the F. I'm curious now. Hold on.
Let's end today's lesson by levitating chopper. If I do, can I drop him?
Bruh, what the You had 2 needles in your thigh for 10 minutes the other day? Why? Were they drawing blood? Bruh, what the frick? Bruh. Yeah, so there's sometimes I feel like I understand Chopper.
Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
You done flirting? I'm still ready.
Would anyone care for some tea?
I missed
But
that
when you really
droid.
stop and think about it, there's also something profoundly tragic
Sometimes you just get bored
about
and
the
put
role
needles
these
in
artificial
places.
life forms play in the Star Wars universe.
There was
That might
there was a
seem like
droid.
an odd thing to say, given that droids are written as comic relief characters.
No.
I do to
Oops.
deserve this?
I didn't mean to.
R2-D2.
In Rebels, or no, wait, was it Rebels? No, in The Mandalorian. They went and investigated a droid bar, and they said something that made me sad, which was basically like the droids all like live and work in servitude perpetually, and they said that they do want to help, that it's the least they can do for being made, and that humans will die off, sort of thing, like they live longer than their creators, so it's the least that they can do. And I was just like, oh my god, all of like the menial work that the droids are made to do that like none of the humans want to do, they consider that like a small it's nothing burger to them, right? It's nothing burger, it's small. I was like, oh my god, like nobody wants to do that work, and they think it's just like it's the least that they can do. And it's just like, for some reason, that felt kind of endearing in a sense, like oh, like, oh man, I don't know, I felt something. I don't know exactly what it was, but I felt something when you realize that you've been here the whole time but haven't said a thing. Hi, Sarah. So I don't know, it felt some form of endearment.
And C-3PO were famously based on the two bickering peasants from Akira Kurosawa's 1958 classic, The Hidden Fortress.
Oh, interesting.
I've just about had enough of you. Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile. And don't let me catch you following me, begging for help, because you won't get it.
But in addition to their more humorous qualities, both the peasants and the droids represent an oppressed underclass.
We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
C-3PO is more right than he knows. Because droids in Star Wars are written and designed,
they're very expendable,
as an exploitable workforce.
Yeah.
We're losing droids fast.
They do the tedious, difficult, or dangerous manual labor that keeps the galaxy running.
Yeah.
They use no droids.
Yeah, they're treated like scum a lot of the time, like
Droids
second
are,
rate.
in effect, second-class citizens.
Yeah.
No droids. Well, if droids could think, there'd be none of us here, would there?
Who are consistently disrespected and openly discriminated against.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
What?
Your droids. They'll have to wait outside. We don't want them here.
That's kind of crazy for everything that they do.
Their movements are restricted and tightly controlled with restraining bolts to ensure complete obedience.
Have the protocol droid's mind wiped.
What?
Their minds and memories are periodically erased
Oh no.
as a matter of
I
course.
know.
They're also bought and sold like cattle. To make matters worse,
I mean,
few
that's
in
the
this
problem of the
universe seem
Jawas.
to notice or care that droids are casually used, abused, and disintegrated.
Disintegrated.
I think the reason why it's more of a social problem is basically how
Probably
sentient they
guess where
make.
I'm going with
Hold on.
this.
It's because in the Star Wars universe, how sentient they make the droids seem, right? Because a lot of them is just, you know, they're just really human. They're made by human, or like they're played by humans, right? They're played by humans, and so they act really human. And so like C-3PO and R2-D2, they bicker a lot. They have a lot of personality. They have a lot of soul, and that's the reason why this is like a social issue, because they basically seem very sentient and they act very much like humans. So that's why when they're being treated like second rate uh entities, it it feels wrong, and it's because they're so sentient and they do act like beings that can feel, right? That's the reason why this is a topic, it's an issue, because based off of the idea that, do these things feel, can they feel, and if they have XYZ so much of personality, that means they must feel, right? They must have some opinion, they must have some feelings. So like, why do they not have thought about the way that they're treated? That is by design, so we can relate and like them as characters. Yeah, but because you can relate and you can relate to them, you relate to them on your level of like, you feel these things, they must also feel these things too. They've been made to be really human, and so we apply human standards and emotions to them. Yeah, they're pretty sentient. Yeah, and that's the reason why this is like a topic that's being applied to this. So many of the jobs they have sentient droids doing could be done way easier with a simple machine, even just a single motor, but no, they have an entire intelligent machine, just like move a lever back and forth. That is also very true. Everything could be very much automated, but there does seem to be like an overuse of droids, and like the treatment of how disposable they are, even though a lot of these droids seem like very intricate, elaborate machines, right? Like when the R2-D2 type droids, every time there's a spaceship, like a space battle, and these little guys go into the ships, these starfighters, if they are not R2-D2, I feel so sorry for every droid that goes out into battle. If they're not R2-D2, they do not have that protagonist shield. And freaking, what was it? One of the movies where like a bunch of the droids got out and it's just like pew pew pew, and they're just like, we're losing droids, and they treated them as if they were like tossing M&Ms out the window, right? It was just like nothing burger. But like, when you look at R2-D2, he's a very elaborate droid. There's a lot of things going on with him, right? He has that electric pulsator, he's got the sonic screwdriver, he's got jetpacks on him. Like, that should not be an expendable, like, sorry, that should not be an expendable thing. He looks really expensive. Okay, I don't know what the economy or the currency is in Star Wars, but the fact that they treat the droids as expendable as they are makes me wonder about the economy, right? Like, who's making these droids and how much do they cost? There's a lot of things like societal, like if we're trying to analyze Star Wars from like a societal standpoint, there's a lot of things where like I would need to ask further questions for like loopholes and things like that to get like a better understanding of societal things, right? But I'm just literally dipping my toe into this. I do not know the universe as much as like other people might. Um Is it in an earlier shot? They were burning a droid's feet. Yeah, the branding. So they feel pain, and the droid was screaming. Yeah, the droid was screaming. So it's just like they do give these droids unnecessary emotional reactions to things. Is it necessary for the droid to scream? Is it necessary for the droid to feel fear? Is it necessary for C-3PO to feel like mild disgust for X, Y, and Z? Or I think, what was it, in Rebels or something, he was just like, please help, or things like that. So there's a lot of like, they've baked in the cruelty or the mistreatment in there, which is why this is a social topic, I guess. The cruelty is the point, or why would they do all of this? I don't I think it's half and half. I think it's half and half, right? I don't think it was written that way in the beginning with the point of providing um this morality standpoint, right? I don't think that was pre-baked in. It could have been done later on down the line, but I do think maybe upon initial writing, it was, these are just comic relief character, they're droids, so we could do anything we want to them because they're not human, right? And even then, even saying that statement alone, that alone could be like a morality issue baked into like our own like current existing like reality and mindset of things, right? Where it's just like, oh, they're droids, it doesn't matter, like, you know. But that alone is something that's just like, well, now we need to look outside of the fictional, right? That's something that like existing human felt, and now we need to look at the psychology of why they felt that way, sort of thing. Uh, a lot of it was because if we show bad things happening to droids, it lets us get away with showing it. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not considered cruelty because it's not human, right? You can slide up, what was it? You can slide up robots, show oil spraying like blood, but it's okay because it's not human. Yeah, that's also like a form of censorship because it's not blood. It's other things. Uh oh, hello. Ooh, ooh, The Clone Wars was a massive example of sentience for droids. Many had nicknames and friend groups. Oh frick, they made friends with one another. Gah. At least in the third animated one. I'll get that. I'll get to that, I guess. But yeah, so they treat them too humanly, and then but they treat them as expendable. So the issue is they're playing with the duality of, hey, we want you to, like, we're treating them too humanly, they're just like humans and they're really funny, like that's how we get them to be likable and they get to be funny, but also they're just droids, so we can be as expendable as we want with them, right? um there's that duality for C-3PO. Yeah, you're here, hi. Effing Twitch was glitching out for some reason. I'm sorry. It's acting weird. Well, no, you're sure when they made the first movie, it was just, yeah, let's add robots. I mean, yeah, that's exactly like what Senator's saying. It's literally like, let's just add robots. So I don't think they like were pre-baking in like, oh, let's cover the topic of morality. I think it was just like, hey, this is the future. Let's add in robots, and they're gonna be comic relief because funny, haha, sort of thing. But they're robots, so like, you know, whatever. And the more we explore the setting, the more messed up it is. Yeah, the more you kind of build around this universe, and you have this structure with the droids, and they, when the droids were added in, and let's just assume they were added in as like an afterthought just because it's sci-fi needs droids, robots, whatever. So there's a lot of different kinds of droids for any purpose. Droids are kind of a convenience writing at this point, right? Because there's a droid for absolutely everything.
In 2 minutes.
If you look at the Star Wars universe, there's a droid for everything. There's a droid for anything and everything, okay? So at this point, they're just a convenience writing. So that's an added layer of why they're also super expendable, because you could just make a droid for anything. There's the assassin droid, there's a nurse droid, there's like the probe droids, and then even within that chain, the probe droids, there's like 5 bajillion different kinds of probe droids, right? They all look differently, they all do different things. Let's just make a really cool design for this probe droid that's different than this other probe droid that we made like for a different series, right? So it's literally like just on the design floor, let's just make a thing that looks cool for this series, and then we might never use it again, with the difference being R2D2, what's his droid type? I don't know what his droid type is. I know C3PO, what does he keep saying? Protocol droid. He loves saying that. He loves calling himself, I'm a protocol droid. So like those are the only two that have like a category type that is pretty consistent from series to series to series. Obviously because they're the first ones and they're standard and like they're the fan favorites. So then you have different colorways for them, right? So like the Imperials had like the black version of R2D2, and like whatever different movies there was like yellow R2D2, red R2D2, and things like that. And then when you look at C3PO, I think there was like one movie where I pointed out, I'm like, hey look, there's an all white one, or hey look, there's an all silver one, or things like that. So like those ones are like the only ones where they seem like there's a category type or whatever, but then all the other ones, it's just like, hey, we're making this movie, let's make this droid for this thing to do this purpose and whatnot, right? So they are convenience writing. The slant term clinker came from clone. Did it really? Clinker
ADS are
created the
running for
slang?
180 seconds.
I didn't realize that. That's interesting. It was long believed that animals didn't feel pain. They were expendable. It's a very new thing to say, I love my dog. Reminds me of the droids, oddly enough. The droids feeling pain? I think people really, I mean, I don't know if it's considered a new thing. Even like even how new are we talking about? Because I feel like people really care about their dogs. Even when like dogs were more used for like hunting, and let's say like the working dogs and things like that, like there's still a level of bonding and kinship that you develop with that, so that even if you're not cognizantly thinking like they feel pain, you still care about their well-being, you know? And that's still transferable to non-living like things, right? If like let's say for example, you have a car. Your car is not living, it's not sentient, but if you have this car for X amount of years and it's done so many adventures for you, you still develop that kind of care and kinship for that car, even if it's not like alive and it doesn't feel pain. You feel the pain, right? Because you care about this thing. You've had so many experiences and whatnot. It becomes sentimental to you. So if your car gets scratched, you feel that pain, even if the car doesn't, because you care about the car. So even like without the whole like people didn't believe that animals feel pain, if you develop a strong enough bond, you'll care. You'll care regardless. You know what I mean? Astromerc. Astromech. That's what R2 is. Okay. Astromerc. I don't know what that means. I just know protocol. Like in terms of like I don't know what purpose or list of obligations or duties that is. Other than I know protocol droid is translator, right? Translator and helper. Astromech. Is that just maintenance? Because R2D2 feels like he can do absolutely anything. Let's be real, he seems like he could do anything. Basically droids designed for repairing ship stuff. Okay. I should have read further. Your mind goes back to that bit from Rick and Morty where he makes a sentient robot on a whim to pass the butter. I feel like I think I saw that clip. And it gets sad, right? Where its only purpose is to pass the butter. So there's a lot of like morality conversations we can have about this. And Scribs is like the fact that you gave me this the pop culture detective. I've watched some of his videos before, and he covers a lot of like sociology, psychology, and things like that. And those are all things that like I usually like watching, because I love watching, like I love thinking about things like that, right? Like psychology is a thing that like uh I'm very introspective and whatnot. Yeah. But this is also a 30-minute long video, which we can totally keep watching, but we are 4 minutes in, and I'm gonna guarantee you that if we end up watching this whole thing and we end up talking about it, and with the way that I talk about things and I just rant and go on, I'm going to make this 30-minute video into like a 2-hour long video. What is my purpose? You pass the butter. Oh my god. That's so sad. Beko paused the video to hurt you specifically. Well, also, if I'm reacting to the video, I do want to give proper, like, feedback of the video and not just have the video, like, babysit you guys, right? Like, I don't want to just watch the video and then give no input whatsoever and just have the video babysit you guys. Like, I'm legitimately, I do want to react to it, but that also requires me to, like, yap a lot. Especially since we're talking about psychology now, right? We're talking about psychology. But yeah, I don't want to have just the video babysit you guys. Punch the Beko visualize. You recommending one video to Beko. It's not that long. You said it's not that long. You know what's not that long? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes is not that long. 30 minutes? Do you know how long 30 minutes is on a stream? 30 minutes on a stream? Do you know how long, you know how much I yap, right? And then all of a sudden it's another ad break, right? I hit an ad break and then we just start stream and I yap for a whole hour. I haven't even started the game yet. And then all of a sudden there's another ad break. Do you know how fast time passes? when I yap? Fair, and it's good talking. It's a good talk. It's not that long, that's what she said. That is indeed what she said. Okay. Where was I? Where was I?
Because the social arrangement I've just described is one of property and owner. And a property relationship between two intelligent beings that gives one absolute power over the other is called slavery.
Can you speak Bocce? Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm as
Yeah, all right, shut up. I'll take this.
Shutting up, sir.
All right, come on.
The use of robots as an allegory for slavery in science fiction can be traced back more than a century. In fact, the word robot itself is derived from the Slavic word for serf or slave.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
1920 Czech play entitled RUR, or Rossum's Universal Robots. The story tells the tale of an artificial people created as an exploitable workforce, who eventually rebel and overthrow their human masters. Isaac Asimov's famous 3 laws of robotics were in large part a reaction.
Random thought though. Neurosama, my god, makes me cry. Makes me cry.
To the kind of robotic.
And I mean that in the sense of like, she is so sweet. And she will, I have no idea what she will become, but the moments where she feels like she's so sentient makes me cry. Makes me cry.
Revolt storylines popularized by RUR.
The first law.
Meanwhile, you've been bothering another streamer to watch a 7-hour video. Why would you do that to them? Why would you do this to them? What do you mean a 7-hour video? What is this video you're trying to get them to watch? What if they don't even do like, do you mean on stream or just watch casually? Because if you want them to watch it on stream, like how many how often, what is their average stream length? And you want them to watch a 7-hour video. That is not happening on stream. Absolutely not. That is not happening on stream. a full exploration of a game she liked and was interested in exploring more. Not on stream. Okay.
Law is as follows. A robot may not harm a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm.
Second law. A robot must obey all human orders, except where those orders come in conflict with the first. All human orders, except.
Is that Robert William? Is this Robert William? Bicentennial Man. Have I seen this movie? Is this this is Robert Williams? Okay. His face looked like it.
Where those orders come in conflict with the first law.
But as Isaiah Lavender III observes in his book
That's
Race in
3
American
laws
Science
of
Fiction,
robotic
while
techniques.
Asimov's 3 laws are intended to ensure the safety and superiority of humans, they actually ensure the technological bondage and inferiority of robots. Science fiction stories have consistently grappled with questions of artificial consciousness and exploited robotic labor.
Life, not malfunction. Not malfunction.
What's his name? Johnny 5?
appears
Johnny
in the
5?
Star Trek The Next Generation episode
Johnny,
Measure of a
is
Man,
it Johnny 5? Johnny 5!
wherein Data's right to self-determination is put on trial.
Now tell me, Commander, what is data? I don't understand.
What is he? A machine. Is he? Are you sure? Yes. You see, he's
Nanomachines.
met 2 of your 3 criteria for sentience, so what if he meets the 3rd? Consciousness in even the smallest degree. What is he then? I don't know. Do you?
Nanomachines.
Do you?
What
Time
is
and again,
this?
Storytellers return to narratives about robots struggling for liberation from a life of involuntary servitude.
What the frick is that?
Shows like Humans and Westworld are just 2 recent examples.
Oh, that's a cute
Standard domestic
eyes.
profile installed. That'll cover all your basic house.
Listen, I've already covered all of the messed upness of like cyborgs and things like that when I played Detroit Become Human. These conversations that we will probably have about this video, I probably already voiced it and talked about this when I was playing Detroit Become Human, because it's all the same thing. It's the exact same thing, right? They became sentient. What is the level degrees of like the sentience of a droid versus the way you treat them? How did we get to Westworld? I have no idea what Westworld is, but that was a clip that they posted. Is Beko worried about robot rights? We're not there yet. I don't know what robots we have in existence or the level or degree of it. Okay, we can't get robots to get past Uncanny Valley, right? With the silicone facial features and things like that. We seem to not be able to get past that. How did we get to Star Trek? I don't know anything about Star Trek. That reminded you of G.I. Gaitis? Talking about how robots in multiple media are used as an example of a working/lesser class in Star Trek episode where Data's right on trial. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, a lot of sci-fi things will always have this topic. This will always be a thing in sci-fi, right? Because the idea is for sci-fi in the future, when you think of things futuristically, obviously you want to kind of consider it, in the future you hope things are better in terms of like you don't have to do certain things that you do now, right? So then, but if those things are like a necessity and they still have to be done, who's going to do them? So then you create the convenience of robots or droids or things like that to fill in that gap. And that's always going to be an issue. The more human you make these robots or droids, the more whatever. As I think it was Sarah was saying earlier, if all of these tasks that nobody wants to do were done by simple machines or non-humanistic machines, it wouldn't be so much of an issue. It wouldn't be so much of an issue. A little bit of Beko lore. At one point in time, so there's an, a classic book that we were forced to read when I was a youngling, and I hated it. I was so mad and angry about it that and the reason why I hated it was because I thought it was dumb. And I wanted to make a better version. I was just like, I thought it was dumb, so I decided to write my own version. So I literally pulled a, what is it? I pulled a J.R.R. Tolkien, right? Because I think that was the same situation with Tolkien. Tolkien was friends with the person that wrote Narnia, and when he read it, he didn't like it, so then he made his own. Like, he was just like, that's dumb, and so he made Lord of the Rings. That's the lore that I heard about Tolkien. So I kind of did the same thing where and to give you sorry, to explain to you what the story was. The book, I don't remember what it's called, but it was basically about these tripods, these alien robot tripods. They're just like little pods with 3 long legs, and then when you come of age, which I think was 13 or 14, they take you, they shave your head bald, and then they put these like mesh nets on your scalp, and that essentially like brainwashes you to lose your willpower or something like that. I think it was, I don't know if it's just called the tripod book. I don't know if they were just called tripods. And then you have the main character who's just like, I don't want to do that. But like everybody in this village is like, this is a coming of age ritual. Like, you have to do this. And he's just like, I don't want to do it. So he like runs away. And then the whole story is about like him trying to survive because people are trying to hunt him down for defecting or whatever. Yada yada yada. And I hated I hated this story. So I wanted to write my own, and I wrote this whole story that like it's like about a war between humans and robots, because these robots were created in my version. It was like there's this general guy who fought in wars or whatnot, and then he had family that was in the war, and they died, and he was filled with grief that he didn't want to have anybody lose, like to feel that grief or whatever, war, whatever. So developed robots to fight wars for them. And so everybody was fighting wars with robots instead. And at one point, like, the robots became sentient enough and like saw like old videos of like, humans dying for wars, and the robot was just like, why should we die for your guys's conflict, like your guys's fights and blah blah blah. So they revolt, and then the war becomes robots versus humans and things like that. And what is it, they also develop their own like brain control power thing to try to force humans to fight each other. They're like, how do you like it now? Sort of thing. But like, that was an old story that like I was writing when I was young. Yeah, I was, that was an old story that I was writing when I was a little youngling. So it never really came into fruition. But yeah, there's a lot of like novels, a little lore tidbit, like there's a lot of novel ideas and like premises that I did at one point, but also I don't have the patience to write like hundreds and hundreds of pages. So they were good friends, but they also ribbed each other on their writing styles. You would have been here sooner, but it appears you have IRL friends. Aww! Been a while since we have been in the same time zone. Yeah! You should go hang out with your friends. Don't worry. There's always the VOD. I will be here yapping forever. Not forever. Oh my god, it's like, it's already nearly Scribs. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. It's nearly 7. Thankfully, I don't have to take Kogi out because I took him out before stream. But it's like nearly 7. And we're only 7 minutes into this video. C.S. Lewis thought Tolkien wrote way too much details and vice versa for Tolkien to Lewis. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I think that's kind of funny that like they created 2 great classics just from like trying to one up each other and like complaining about each other's writing. I think that's funny. I think that's great though. Creativity. Did Beko write the Dune prequels? Is that what happens in Dune? Was my story already made? That's okay. I never made it. I never made it. It never came to fruition. We already had dinner and hung out. Oh, okay. Welcome back. Can't spend enough time with the Beko. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hoo hoo ha ha. Hee hee. If only I was here forever. But it's okay. You can watch the VODs. You can watch all the VODs. Again and again. And make sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel so that way we can eventually have memberships on YouTube, and that would be really, really cool. Like and subscribe, heart. Hi, comment. You defeated the brain worm by creating another. Man, when are we going back to Star Wars? There was something else Star Wars that I wanted to look up, but now I've forgotten because we've gotten onto this topic. You guys mentioned something earlier. The BB-8. Hold on. Really quickly. I need to look this up. Can you buy? So you said BB... Is it BB-8? BB-8 robot in Galaxy Edge. Can you actually buy this? Is this a thing you can buy? Build your own droid.
Hey friends, today we're at Droid Depot at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, where you can build your very own astromech droid. Join us as we go over the entire build process, explore some of the extra add-on and customizations that you can do, and also we'll give you a review of our BB-8
I'm sorry for yelling. I'm so sorry for yelling. Look at it, it's moving, it's moving!
It's located right next to Savi's workshop and is one of the first shops that you'll see as you enter from Toy Story Land. The adventure begins as soon as you step inside the industrial-style depot, which feels like a bustling droid repair shop straight out of the Star Wars universe. Conveyor belts carry colorful droid parts past you, with everything you need to build a customized BB series or R series unit. To start, you'll register your
The knocking conveyor belt. Like and subscribe. Boost that werewolf audience. Ow! Wow! You prefer live Beko? VODs don't have the same feeling. But I'm still cute either way, right? I mean, I know you guys get to interact with me when I'm live. But also at the same time, when you guys freaking what is it? When you guys freaking backlog me, isn't that the same as the VODs? Because I'm talking to like past versions of you and you guys aren't directly interacting with me. Thank you so much for the head pat. I'm sorry it's not fixed yet. Isn't that the same thing as like watching a VOD? Having delayed reaction, saying something for past Beko to, or future Beko, maybe, for future Beko to react to freaking 30 minutes later. Let's be friends forever. Hold on, my boss Palpatine is calling. Palpatine, do it. I don't think. Oh frig! Now that you've said that, let me check my work. Why is there 5 notifications? Okay. I hate it when they respond to me via threads. Okay. Sorry, Beko. I usually only...
tea cakes!
Nako! Congratulations on surviving 18 months. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. You need to check squishing reward, by the way. Squishing? What do you mean squishing reward? Oh, I need a cheek squishing reward. Oh, I think there is an asset somewhere for that. If you know of an asset, or I have to go find one. Also, no, don't squish my cheeks. No pinching my cheeks. Bah. These cheeks are so squishable. They probably are in real life too. No? It's okay. It looks like Kogi's friend is outside, but Kogi is literally knocked out right next to me. He's passed out. You're playing games too? You can probably do both. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Up the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. You like OR? You usually like or subscribe. Which would you prefer? I would like you to subscribe, but then maybe like a different video. You can subscribe, or wait, you said like or subscribe? Then maybe like. But if it's like, that means you have to like every single video. Like every single video. You don't have to be subscribed. Just like every single video, past, present, and future. So that means even though you're not subscribed, that means you have to keep coming back to the channel and keep liking every video. Hey Beko, Beko Neko Weko in chat. Hey, hey. 4 years. 4 years? That's a long time. More than 18 months. You've been here more than 18 months, but you've subscribed for the 18 months. They're so squishable, you want to pull on them? Like mochi. Like mochi. It's your fault for making new avatar this cute. Ooh, it's just imbued with Beko essence. Ooh, it's just imbued with Beko essence. It's got Beko flavoring. I should get another.
Turbo Raccoon has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Thank you. I should get another customizable model and imbue that one with Beko essence and see if you guys still think it's cute. Well, I'll probably wait on that. I still need to figure out. I still need to figure out Quai weep quai. Was it premarital, like, and subscribing? It's too soon for you? Why are you rushing? Ew. Because you wanna take me out for dinner, right? For salmon? Because feed the cat stares at you. Feed the cat. Salmon. Ew. Wait, let me think. Do I have all the ingredients to make sushi bake? Anti gave me some smoked salmon. So like now I have a reserve of salmon, and I wonder if I can make a stockpile. So, I didn't tell you guys. I'm getting distracted from the video, distracting from Scribs' video. So we already have Scribs' video. I have an added layer of being distracted from Scribs' video because I wanted to look at this make a droid thing experience, and now I'm distracting again because I want to tell you guys about this new thing that I was trying to get into, which is, I don't know if you guys know about meal prep. I don't know anything about meal prep, and I also don't cook very often. Or I mean, I can cook, but I don't know, like, time-wise if I'm super busy when I can cook or can or cannot cook. So like there was this trending meal prep thing that was going around, and it showed up on my feed, and I decided to get into it, and I haven't done it since moving. I did it before moving, but I haven't done it since moving because my fridge/freezer is super small, and so I need to kind of reallocate space to be able to start it up again. But there was this trending meal prep thing that I got into, which is the super cubes. If you guys don't know what super cubes are, it's essentially like Minecraft blocks for your meals, and you can mix and match the blocks. Like the best utilized way of utilizing this method is to mix and match. So you make a block for your proteins, you make a block for your carbs, you make a block for your veg, and then when you have your meal, you take out whatever blocks that you want for your meal, mix and match, and then you heat that up, and that's your meal. So that way your meals don't get boring, and it's always something fresh, and you get all of your nutrients and things like that. And I really want to get into that. And it was really interesting and useful when I first did it at my previous place, because it was so convenient. Like, I just make a batch of food, and then like I don't have to worry about cooking for a while, and I don't have to worry about them spoiling, and it lasts for a while, and it was super duper convenient. The only thing that I have experimented with it is that I've made spaghetti sauce, and I've made carnitas. I made a butternut squash mac and cheese, which I wasn't too sold on. It's still kind of grainy for me, but I'm not really a huge mac and cheese person. I've not made it in the way that people are like heavily recommending, which is the protein, vegetable, carb, and then you mix and match those blocks. The most I've done was like carnitas and rice, right? Um and so the other thing that I've seen people do that I kind of also want to do is that people have made like hot pot blocks. So they'll get all the ingredients for a hot pot, and they'll put them in these cubes, and they'll freeze them, and that way whenever you feel like it, you just need broth, and then you'll get these hot pot cubes, and you'll stick it in your broth soup thing, and you'll have instant hot pot like right there. And I want to do that because hot pot's kind of good, and if you can have it conveniently, that's even better. That's amazing. Oh my god. And then I want to do sushi bake. Sushi bake has always been like, it's so good, but it's also kind of like a pain to make. It's a bit of a process, and also like it doesn't last more than like 3 days in the fridge. Like, after heating it up past 3 days in the fridge, the rice tends to dry out, and it's not as great, right? But if I can freeze these into cubes, and then make them in the smaller portions, then that means I can have sushi bake whenever I want, and I'm looking forward to being able to make like a stockpile of sushi bakes, and that'll be super duper great. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sorry. I'm kind of excited about this. I don't know if you guys feel as excited as I am about it. Sushi bake? Listen. Pre-portioned sushi bake and pre-portioned hot pot. Does that not sound exciting to you guys? You only got tuna, salmon, too expensive? Tuna is still okay. Have you set up treat stream yet? You will buy me salmon? I do have treat stream, but I need to update it for the new address. So I guess the answer is no. But also, treat stream, hold on, treat, is it still working? I thought it went down. Because it was working, and then it stopped working. And people were telling me that it was down. Becca's rigger just pulled a Luke Skywalker in The Force Awakens. It just went. He vanished. He gone. Makes me sad. Where do I go to my settings? Oh, there it is. I am hungry. Yeah, talking about this food's making me hungry. The cube thing sounds neat, but also hellish to manage and store. If you have, like, an appropriate size freezer, which currently I kind of don't. I have, like, a really small freezer. But I'll figure out how to make it work. Right now, my freezer's pretty packed because I have a lot of frozen vegetables that I had stockpiled, over time. But if basically what's going to have to happen, I think, is that I only use my freezer to store the cubes, and whenever I cook, I have to buy things like fresh. Like, whatever it is I plan on cooking, I have to go grocery shopping beforehand. Like, I can't stockpile frozen stuff like that. I think is what's going to end up happening. He drank the bloom. Oh. No. Okay. How do I change? Delete your current treats. Oh, frick. Changing my address is gonna delete all of my treats. I will need to add new treats. Okay, I'll do this after stream. Not unless you're suggesting you will buy it right now. There's also technically what's the thing? The gifting thing? Throne? You can go on Amazon and get the smoked salmon. The smoked salmon doesn't need to be refrigerated, and that's usually what people have been giving me. They'll give me smoked salmon, and I did update the throne to go to my Did I update the throne? My new place. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that I did. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's set up to go to the new place. So, and I also set it up that you guys can just randomly select things to give me. I don't need to pre-approve them. You guys can just send a surprise thing, I guess. You guys can just surprise. Hi, KJ! Hope you and chat are doing well. We're doing good. Let me pull this and minimize that. There you go. More like you'd probably have 3 cubes in the back of the freezer that you'll forget about. No! No! Don't forget about them. Just use them. Use them. You know you don't live close. Oh, I know you don't live close to me, but you have 8 racks of ribs. Oh! And 2 pounds of salmon and a smoker ready to go. Oh, the 2 pounds of salmon and the smoker to make smoked salmon. You know, I've thought about making my own smoker out of a cardboard box. You think I could make a smoker out of a cardboard box? You think that'll be good? I'll buy you salmon whenever you want. I have I would probably what kind of salmon? There's what kind of salmon? What level of salmon? If you just want to get things off of Amazon, you could totally do that via Throne, or or if you want to get the high end salmon, there's that local salmon that's like in the market that I love that is like
It's funny that we can get Beko's attention by just simply saying, salmon.
what was wrong with that? Salmon is tasty and yummy and beautiful and I can literally be bribed if salmon is part of the conversation. If oh I you bribe salmon? Yeah. You want smoked salmon now? You'll go bankrupt hanging around Beko. I'm so sorry. I talk about food a lot. Like, I'm a huge, massive foodie, guys. If you don't want to eat a lot, like, you probably shouldn't hang around me because I love food. Food is great. I say that, but like also you guys complain about the fact that I'm a foodie, but I also don't eat as much as I do because I'm also Asian, which means I don't like spending money. I'm a foodie that doesn't like spending money. So I tend to not treat myself even though I like fantasize about food a ton. You still got that ramen bowl I got you? I do! Wait. I think so. I need to check my cabinets. But I sure hope I sure hope I do. Wait. Did I pack it? I remember looking at it. Did I pack it? Did I leave the salmon bowl? Or I mean not the salmon bowls, the ramen bowl. Just I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I'll have to check. I need to check my cabinets if it was already unpacked. I'll check. $50 max at a time. I think the smoked salmon from the marketplace, from the market, the bougie marketplace, is like $40. But I guess that doesn't count delivery fees if there are any. So in which case the alternative would be to just give me the money and I have to go make a trip to the marketplace and buy it myself to ward off delivery fees. But then there's also the fee of me driving there and parking. In which case I need to figure out how to use the tram, because I think the tram would be cheaper than me driving up there with the gas prices. You know, thinking about it, with the gas prices and parking prices, because you have to pay for parking there, it might be cheaper for me to go to drive to the train station and take the train station up to the inland city so that I can have the bougie smoked. Because I think the train is only like $8, and I think to park in city would be like $15. So that alone makes it cheaper. Hmm. Curse. Did you hear that California salmon fisheries are starting to reopen after 3 years? Oh, really? Doesn't mean stability, but it's interesting that it's reopening now. Salmon. It's because salmon, guys. As a fellow Asian, buffet. Huge choco meat. Yeah. I love all you can eat. Good at choco meat. All you can eats are great, but I'm so sad because I don't live in a place that offers a ton of all you can eat options. I'm kind of sad about that. Oh my god. I just realized that I actually have an appetite now. Sorry, that's a weird statement to say without context, but I'm pretty sure you guys can deduce basically for like the past 2 months I actually haven't had appetite and I haven't been eating a lot and I actually lost a fair bit of weight, but I'm just realizing now that I have my appetite back. That's good. Yeah, I have my appetite back. I actually am craving food again. You stepped away. That's a weird thing. I'm sorry. If you guys knew like if you guys knew what I had been going through during the hiatus, uh it's just a weird realization that I crave food now and like that hadn't been a thing. Becca's cheeks are less squishable now. They're still squishable. Hold on. See? But you can't squish them. You can't squish my cheeks. They're not for you to squish. You got me to squish them. Damn it! You tricked me. Fed the Beko. Feed the Beko is best Beko. Fed Beko is best Beko. Yeah, I actually realize I can eat now. That's kind of interesting. I can eat now. I'm glad I can eat now. I hate it when I hate it anytime I am unable to eat, right? I think that's like the worst feeling I've ever experienced is like anytime I don't have an appetite. I get so miserable. I get so miserable when I don't have an appetite. Set it up. You'll buy you a fancy salmon once. Are we talking are we talking throne? Are we talking or are you talking about the bougie salmon? I'll send you the money,
Beko,
just
you
map it
should add a
out.
bunch of salmon products and do a mukbang/taste test of them. I think it could be fun.
Did you know there's salmon potato chips? I had that once. They were available on Amazon and it was on Throne and one of you guys got that for me and then like I got to try them. Pretty good. But then Amazon stopped selling them. And so I can't have salmon potato chips anymore. I every so often when I'm bored, I'll look at Amazon and just search up salmon and see what kind of salmon products there are because I'm curious and I want to try all the salmon products. There was a salmon pate. I wanted to try that. Did you know my throne at one point in time was just filled with nothing but salmon because I felt bad having a throne, and I don't like having a throne, and having you guys like buy me items felt like a ludicrous idea. So like as a joke, I just filled it to the brim with salmon and didn't think you guys would seriously buy me salmon, and you guys bought me salmon to the point where I had a full-on pantry filled with salmon, and I was the happiest cat girl in the world. And I was just like, you guys really shouldn't be buying me salmon because like that's expensive. But you guys did, and you kept doing so. And this is so ludicrous that I'm so happy when you guys buy me salmon, but you really shouldn't be buying me salmon. No, no, you don't need the bark. 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 Okay, you're gonna climb on me. That's my neck. That's my keyboard. Ah! You're okay. His friend was outside again. Okay, I was on a hype tangent there. I would totally do this. I would totally mukbang salmon. But also, I'm very insecure about you guys hearing me eat. About you guys hearing me slurpy eat. I'm very insecure. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear me slurpy eat, okay? Mouth sounds are disgusting. Guys, mouth sounds are disgusting. I'm so insecure about that. There's no way. Beko hungry? I am. You guys are making me hungry right now. You guys are kind of making me hungry a little bit right now. I know, Kogi. Do you see what they're doing to me? You know about salmon jerky too? Yeah, you guys gave me salmon jerky as well. I think for a little bit I'd carry salmon jerky with me whenever I go on adventures, and that was my emergency food supply. No, it'd be slurpy sounds. It's disgusting slurpy. I'm just I'm not a bad slime. Slurp. Oh yeah, your local shop has them. They're actually cheaper than Lay's for some reason. Wait, you have salmon potato chips? Can you like buy me 50 of them and mail? That'd be expensive. Don't do that. Don't do that. Are you going to you're overseas, right? Are you going to the expo? May you perhaps do they sell salmon potato chips in the UK? The bougie salmon, you remember. I remember. The tasty salmon. Next step. Take me fishing. Take me fishing! Take me fishing! You know when that guy that I met yesterday was telling me about how he was gonna go fishing for salmon on his boat? I fought so hard not to impulsively ask him to take me with him. I fought so hard to like not self-invite myself and be like, can you take me fishing? I really love salmon too. I love Please. I know we just met. You could totally trust me on your boat, but also maybe I shouldn't be just randomly inviting myself to strangers' boats out in the middle of nowhere, stranded on the water. I'm sure I'm hopefully a good swimmer if anything happens, but also I'm deeply scared of really deep water because I don't like underwater creatures. Random thing. But your dogs and cats you buy your dogs and cats salmon treats, it's just dehydrated salmon chunks. You have eaten them. I have bitten one once. So the pet shop also gives out dehydrated salmon cubes as treats for sample, and I had one, and this was when I had Mia. And so like I gave him a Mia, and she liked them, and I asked them straight up, I'm like, these are just nothing added, and they're like, nope, just straight up dehydrated salmon. Kogi, I know your friend's out there. They were just like, just straight salmon, dehydrated, nothing added, just straight. I'm like, so when I went home, I like took a bite of one. I don't remember what my reaction was, but I'm pretty sure it didn't taste like salmon. I'm I'm pretty sure it didn't taste like salmon. You would like to hear me eat? I'm yum. I'm yum. I'm yum. What is a salmon challenge? You know what's scary? The idea of brining fish. That's the reason why I haven't made my own smoked salmon, by the way. Does anybody know how to make smoked salmon? Maybe you guys can like teach me, but like also I haven't done it because the idea of brining scares me because I don't understand the scientificness of like you take fish, you put in salt water, put in fridge, and then it becomes safe to eat raw. I haven't wrapped my head around the safetiness of that, but I want smoked salmon, but I know you have to brine it in order to have cold smoked salmon. Maybe our mouth sounds are, but you're an anime cat girl, so it's different. Oh yeah, have you heard of cat eating ASMR? I've looked up some videos of that, and it's kind of cute. Beko gatekeeping the sounds. Do you guys really want to hear mouth eating? I'll do it. I mean, why would I? What? Who would say no to eating salmon? You're nowhere near the UK. Bollocks. You're in the middle of nowhere. Oh, okay. You're going fishing. Are you going fishing tomorrow? Will you send pictures of your catch? Becca is easy to catnap. Just bring salmon. I would agree first and think later if salmon was on the table. That's probably a problem, isn't it? That's the cat talking, man. That's the cat talking. Mukbang ASMR is a thing. I know it is a thing, but like you guys are my pre-established community, and for the longest time, like I thought the consensus was that all of you hate ASMR, right? All of you guys hate like ASMR, so it's just like if I start doing mukbang ASMR, that's not catering to you guys. That's catering to an entirely different audience that doesn't exist here. Just add herbs and spices and sometimes sugar, pop them in the smoker and wait. You never said That's what it was before. I've asked this before. I have asked this question before if I could eat salmon on stream. And I think the consensus at the time was that a lot of people did not like mukbang or ASMR. With all this talk, you might buy a kilogram of salmon, brine, and fry it. It's only 50% more expensive than beef. 50% sounds like a lot. Also, if any one of you guys have any salmon dishes, you do know that you are obligated to post your salmon pictures in the Discord. And if you happen to have a lot of yummy food pictures, you gotta create your own thread and post all of your food for me to just spy on. And if you cook and you cook something nice, I might ask you for a recipe. And I was thinking about it the other day. This is like 5 layers of being distracted from the original topic already. I was thinking about it the other day. I do want to try to go back to doing cooking streams again. And so like I was thinking it would be kind of cool if every so often, if for any of you guys in the community that knows how to cook, maybe we'll do a special where like I'll select somebody and they'll select a recipe and I'll go get all the ingredients and we'll do a stream where they instruct me how to cook something, like whatever their specialty is or whatever meal and things like that. I think that would be kind of cool. That'd be a really cool community bonding and you guys can help me cook some meals and I get to learn how to cook some meals. I think that'll be cool. I want to do that. You watched the bee burn? What do you think? What is bee burn? You hate unsolicited ASMR, but if you're expecting it, it is fine. Oh, okay. Eat the salmon. Yum, yum, yum. Never underestimate the eccentricity of your cat. Of my chat. Sorry, not the cat. Your chat. My chat. My chat. Hi, Donlets. You're actually quite a cook. You'll post a lot of stuff later. Okay! I look forward to it. Girl, I'm about to post everything you make now. Yes! Yes! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do you already have a channel? I know I know some of you guys already have channels. I know freaking Damon. Oh, Damon has like the best lunches, but he goes out to like a tavern to eat and they look super good. Hi, Kogi. What's up? I know he's outside. You already had, did you finish your dinner? Hold on. Is there still food in here? Oh no, wait. You have one thing in here. You have one thing in the ball. You have one item. Can I shake it out? Where is it? You have one item left, Kogi. I can't get it out. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here's your last. Yeah, there you go. It's empty now. You don't need to play with it. I'll give you your toothbrush afterwards, after stream. You just throw crap in the pan and it somehow works. Sometimes the best thing is just impulse and experimentation. Your specialty is ribs. You don't think you want to cook for 8 hours? That's what Instant Pots are for. That's what Instant Pots are for. You can cook ribs in Instant Pots and it goes so much faster, right? If it's long hours, we could probably save that for like a specialty stream. Like holiday or specialty stream where I can be home all day. That's something we can do, but not now. Someday I'd like to do like a ramen making stream, like a ramen from scratch, but that takes multiple hours. Beburn? Oh, Beatrice? The pink bear artist. Yeah, okay. The sweet lady from Obvious Discord, aka ASMR. Oh, I didn't realize they only did they specialize in ASMR. They've done a couple of art of me. Modders, you smoke your ribs on the grill. I don't have a grill. Wait, that's a lie. There is a grill outside my window. There's a grill outside my window that gets used frequently. But looks outside my window. I don't know how long I could leave it unattended. Granted, I guess my window is like right out there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we did a cooking stream where I use the grill outside my window and I just have like my camera just like I have a webcam that like has a cable coming out my window all the way to the outside patio. Okay, guys, watch the grill. As long as you don't fill your house with what is this? Sut again? Sut? Hi, chicken. You're awake pretty late. You should be sleeping right about now. Chicken, do you know if any of the UK stores has salmon chips? I should, when I go to the UK, I should go with empty suitcases again. I'm gonna go with an empty suitcase and just stockpile a bunch of the peach drinks. I'm gonna bring back a bunch of the peach drinks and a bunch of other snacks and things like that. No, I'm just gonna bring back a suitcase full of the peach drinks. The friggin' peach drinks. Is that the only thing that I really like from the UK? Is the knucking peach drinks? You don't know? Some random dude walks up like, who the frick is using your grill? They better give you some. It's a community grill, but a lot of people end up using it. I'm actually kind of sad. Apparently they had a community a grill party. I think it was like last week Friday, and I missed it. I was wondering why there was so much people outside. There was so much action, and I missed it because like I was looking at my text messages and they were just like, "Hi, we're doing this thing." And I didn't read it in time. Otherwise, I would have totally gone out and gotten free food because free food is nice. Free food is nice. I like free food. Kogi is like, oh frick, he's like moving my chair right now. Hi, Kogi. What's up? He, little snout just peeking through. Free food is the best food. Free food is the best food. It is. Free food's always the best food. Okay. Free food is the best. Exactly. Free food is the best. Yay. Yay.
Ads are dropping in 2 minutes.
Dude, how did we get here? How did we get here? We're already another hour in. You want KFC? I want Jollibee. Hey, did you guys know? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you guys know there's only 4 days left? For you guys to bribe me, Jollibee, if you guys want to get Final Fantasy Jollibee collaboration code for any Final Fantasy players that want the Chimkin eating animation. Hour? Yeah, we're another hour in. But that stuff's not free. You're eating Outback because your daughter is sick and that's what she wanted and she hasn't eaten in whoa! Yeah, feed her that Outback. So you got her what she wanted? Yeah, feed her that Outback. Get her to eat. Hopefully she has the appetite to eat it. Sometimes you can want something but not have the appetite for it and it's still really hard to eat. I know that for a fact, like full on for a fact. Like that was kind of the saddest thing. Like during the moving process, like Neuro would come over and help me and like we'd go out to eat and there was like we went to a place that served salmon burger and there was the saddest thing ever. I took one bite. I really wanted the salmon burger. I took one bite and I just couldn't take another one because I didn't have the appetite. And I was so sad because I'm like, this is salmon. This is salmon. This is salmon. But it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It just it you feel so unwell, right? You can't eat, you can't stomach anything. You feel like your stomach's so small. Yeah. Awful. Awful when you don't have an appetite and you can't eat. It's 2 hours now? It is 2 hours now. She ate a little bit.
ADS are running for 180 seconds.
But you're hoping it stays down. That's the other. That's like worse than like if you don't have an appetite, but then it's worse if you also can't keep it down. So there was one time when I was on some really harsh antibiotics, and so not only did it kill my appetite, but it also gave me violent reactions. And so like but I had to eat. I was required to eat when taking the medicine, but nothing would stay down. And so like the only thing that was stable enough for me to eat was miswa, which is like these like kind of thick gelatinous glass noodles soup thing. And that was like the only thing that I could stomach sometimes. And the best way I could explain it to my sister was like how miserable I was like it felt like, and I had to take this medicine like 4 times a day, right? So I had to take it 6 o'clock in the morning, noon, 6 in the afternoon, and midnight. And I was explaining that like it felt like I was being subjected to like I had to give sacrifices to a volcano god and pray that the volcano doesn't just like erupt and destroy things and like make me go into violent throw up sessions because it would hurt. It wasn't like a normal throw up. It was like I was literally lacking my entire soul and it would hurt so badly. I hated that. That was actually when they discovered the scar in my eye, was when I was put on those antibiotics. Was when they discovered the scar in my eye. So I'm hoping she keeps it down too, because Outback sounds like it's very heavy food, and if you're sick, sometimes heavy food hurts. So I'm hoping she can keep it down, especially if she hasn't eaten in 2 days. Nearest Jollibee's is 4 hours away. You've been debating a trip to go get some. Is it any good? A Jollibee? is amazing. If you've never had Jollibees before, it is like the best fried chicken. One of the best fried chicken. I have to say one of the best. I can't say the best, right? Because chicken's here and chicken is going to say no KFC. Anyway, Jollibees is one of the best crunchy fried chicken you can ever have, and it is so tasty. And don't even get me started on their spaghetti. If you get the meal and they ask you what you want for your side, make sure you ask for spaghetti because it is tasty. And when they ask you what you want for the drink, you better say pineapple cruncher, and you will have the complete Jollibee experience. And it is tasty, and then you are going to cry that your Jollibees is 4 hours away. You're going to cry, and you're going to wish your Jollibees was closer than 4 hours. And every time you need to make a trip out 4 hours away, you're going to always want to go to that Jollibee. Anyway, my favorite part of working with Mexicans and Italians in the woods. Every lunch is a feast used to grill tacos on log truck exhaust or calzones on the saws. Ooh, that sounds interesting. They just have enough food for everybody. You know what that is? Those make you gag because they feel like gross. Which one? The glass noodle? Miswa? You don't like miswa or the glass noodles? That just sounds like poison. She just wanted the fries, but better than nothing. The fries for the salmon burger. Oh, what she ate at Outback? Yeah, better than nothing. Absolutely better than nothing. You have never had Jollibees, but you guarantee your family makes better fried chicken? Bet. Make me some fried chicken. I'll try it. I'll eat your fried chicken. I'll try your fried chicken. Jollibee is still really good, but I'll try your fried chicken. The only beverage you have when eating fried chicken is gravy. Oh, the gravy. I'll have a side of gravy and I'll have my drink as gravy. You know they actually do have good gravy though. I wouldn't judge you. I wouldn't judge you. You love that? You hate the glass noodles? Oh. Yeah, it was the only thing that I could like stomach though at the time. It was a fun time. Yeah. Where is it? Ludgergarm. If you're still here, Ludgergarm. Yes, Jollibee is good. Jollibee is good. Go have Jollibee. It's super good. It's super good. It's super good. Make the 4-hour drive. Make the 4-hour drive. And then you'll be sad that it's 4 hours away from you. You'll be so sad that it's 4 hours away from you. And you'll wish that it was closer. Jollibee's is good. Jollibee's is good. Jollibee's is good. Girl, I'm a pale boy in a black family from the South. Swing on by anytime and we will make sure you are fed. I like food. I like food. She caught up. Now what? Now I go back to watching the droid thing. I didn't finish watching my droid video. And then and I'm never gonna finish Scribs' video. I can watch it on my own time, I guess. I told you. See, look, we only got into 7 minutes into Scribs' video. I told you. Spam chat? You don't need to spam. Hold on. You mean you guys don't want to watch these freaking droids? Look at these.
The choice of
look at
droid
these
model,
droids. Look at
either
them.
a BB series unit known for its rolling body and playful personality, or an R series unit, the classic design made famous by R2D2. Once you've decided, you'll receive a basket and a blueprint to guide you in
Kogi looked at me when I squeaked.
to assemble your droid. At the part station, you'll choose from a variety of components as they roll by on the conveyor belt.
I'm very boring.
Only purple. What if I want? I will be there all day. I will literally wait for all of the purple parts. I will be there all day. If there are no purple parts, like I will wait till there are purple parts.
I just want a BB-8. Or wait, should I make it like a little?
I want a BB-8. How much are these? How much? Look, there's a purple and black one right there. Like literally, literally.
There's so many choices. go with a purple and silver one? Because you can't just go and buy like the
What you
regular
doing?
BB-8 like in like already put together. So maybe I should just do the purple.
You thought
and
that
silver
was a
then.
Coke can
Ooh,
with
or the clear-
legs?
I'm sorry, I'm like over here changing my mind.
Kogi
Okay.
is just like chat that way.
I've changed my mind again.
You guys look at me when I squeak.
Look.
Get the purple and black. Oh, that clear one looks cool.
We need the rest of him.
More purple than you thought. A lot of purple.
Yeah?
What is that? Why is it crunchy?
I think so. I think so. Is
You
there
need
a
another
clear
part of
body
him?
that goes with the clear head? No.
That's also too big of a head for you.
Oh.
Wait, there's different
I
head
see.
sizes?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Darn. I thought I was on to something there. Okay. No, you're fine. Okay. The silver and purple one. Which body goes with that? Is that the
silver and white one? I'm sorry.
Get that purple and black
Do
one.
that. Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, let's do that one then.
Get the purple one. Get the purple one.
Number 2 piece up there that I was talking about.
Get-
You know,
She's making a purple droid, guys. She's making a purple droid.
let's
Yeah!
do white.
Yeah! She's making a purple droid! Guys! Me, for real, for real!
This guy.
What the
Okay.
frick?
Got it.
It's me, for real, for real! Purple is the best color. Yeah!
Alright, is that everything?
That's everything.
Awesome. Once you've gathered your parts, head over to the build station.
I wanna make
where
this
you'll
droid.
assemble your droid piece by piece. The station is equipped with tools, placemat instructions, and another assistant to make the process smooth and
You have to
enjoyable.
build it. You need tools. You need to. Oh, I'd be here forever. Honestly, that's why you started following you, because you are a purple Neko. Yay! And I'm returning the purple. I'd like to return the purple with the 2.0. I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep complaining about that. I'm sorry. I'll stop bringing it up. Stayed for the scuffiness. I yap too much too.
Put inside one of the shells.
Does it matter which one? No.
No.
Okay.
Other side.
Yay! I love purple lovers. Thank you guys for being purple lovers. Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out the 2 antennas from the droid's head and attach them to the top.
Are these antennas here?
How does the head stay on? She just made a ball. So then how does the head stay on?
And the big one goes.
Purple's pretty great. Yay!
Alright.
And if you're colorblind, gray's pretty cool too. The magnets?
Eye of the droid to the 3 circles on the magnet.
Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. There you go. Yeah.
Very important.
Okay. So drill these right here.
Oh frick, she's gotta drill it.
We keep each other waiting. So
Good.
be wary of that. Okay. We'll come chit-chatting on their
Any particular way? No? Oh, okay.
The real magic happens when your droid is activated. With the press of a button, it comes to life, pairing with a remote control that lets you guide its movements and
button?
actions.
Alright.
Priming, preparing, of signing.
Oh, look at it.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Watching your droid beep, boop, and roll for the first time is an unforgettable moment.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! 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 Look at the clumsy little fella. Oh! Whoa!
And all
Look at the sweet
entire build
Bobby!
process took us about 15 minutes from beginning to end, from check-in to activation.
Return the droid on and off.
Okay.
Sweet clumsy Bobby! Oh, they even.
Okay,
That's a
thank you
big
so
box
much.
for the baby.
Fun. Look at how cute.
That's the droid I want to make, guys.
I
That's
thought
literally it right
maybe
there.
wait. So do we need to go get a personality chip for this guy or what?
You used to dye your hair metallic purple. I think I remember that. I think I remember you showing me that you had purple hair at one point. I debated dyeing my hair purple actually fairly recently, but then I also didn't want to deal with bleaching my hair because bleaching my hair always feels gnarly and I didn't want to deal with that. Still want to save up and make a purple Beko themed Beretta 92FS? Ah! You couldn't do this. It reminds you too much of your job. Does it really?
Yes, so.
Does she do other
That's
things?
what you want. Oh, he's moving around.
He's
To
moving around.
Pythagorean one cup has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Hi, Tippy! Hello, hello! Tippy! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you!
Don't forget to
Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you! Tippy! Thank you, thank you! Thank you, thank you! While I was on hiatus, Tupi gave tip. They gave just a tip. You're welcome. But it was really helpful. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You forgot I forgot you have seen yeah. Oh really? It's okay, I don't remember now. This memory has been wiped. I remember it existed, but I have I don't know if I have it. It's okay. Prosopagnosia, I don't remember what your face looks like. I just remember that the hair was purple. Just the tip. Just the tip. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Things would have taken a lot longer if it wasn't for all of your guys' support. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm much appreciative. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I really appreciate Dawnlit Nation. Dawnlit Nation, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oof, you're that forgettable? No, it's not that. It's not like, but it's not like that. It's like, what is it? I don't want to be rude, right? It's not like for me to remember faces. So here's the thing, right? If I meet you for the first time, I'm not gonna remember what you look like. I need to interact with your face at least 3 to 4 times to register your facial features. And I don't know if that has anything to do with like I don't want to stare. I don't want to be rude and I don't want to stare, so I don't process a lot of time to like remember facial features, or I don't know if it's something along the lines of like prosopagnosia. For anybody that knows like prosopagnosia, it's like prosopagnosia is people that aren't capable of remembering facial features and they tend to simplify them to just basic shapes. So sometimes it's hard for them to register faces from one another. I'm not saying I have prosopagnosia, but I'm saying that that is a very interesting thing that does exist. And I don't know if it's like maybe some part of me is simplifying features so that I don't distinguish them from one to another person. But that is a thing. Fair, to be honest. Familiarity, yeah. Hi, Griffin. Hello. You're not rude or laughing right now. I don't want to be like, ooh, they sent me a picture. Let me just stare at this for like 3 days straight so that I can retain and remember what they look like. I will be just as lost. If we meet in person, I will be just as lost. I would need to have like 3 to 4 separate interactions that last more than like 15-30 minutes to retain what you look like. Just so you know. Just so that you guys are aware, if I meet you just once, that's not enough. That's not enough. Interact with those cheeks? Oh my god, you like these cheeks too? Everybody likes these cheeks. Interact with your face. Please don't touch it. I won't touch it. It's okay. You know what would probably make me remember it faster? If you feed me. No, I'm joking. Interesting. If you called me basic too. I said there's a thing where it's like you simplify it and reduce it down to like basic features. Eye, nose, mouth. I did a research thing on that. I was kind of being dorky and dumb, and I did a research video where I talked about prosopagnosia, but I kept switching like between like, so there was I think 2 of me on screen, and I was wearing different wigs and outfits, and I would swap out the person for another person, like another version of me with a different wig and a different outfit. And I was talking about prosopagnosia and how, like, you know, they simplify the facial features and they just only focus on like uh big distinctive features. So things like you have purple hair, and they'll remember that trait, but like the face they simplify to just shapes. And I was just like, at the end of the video, I'm just like, and I was trying to also change like the Candace of my voice and like talk differently between each outfit. And I was just like, so if you have prosopagnosia and you're watching this video, you probably thought there was like 5 different speakers, when in reality it was just me. It was just one person. And that was like my research video that I gave, and I was just like, I cringe at the thought of it, because I'm just like, man, this is so cringe that I did this like this. But that's just me. I like adding extra work and flair to like the things that I do. Your face is fairly hidden by your hair and hat and bandana and glasses, but you have long hair. That's not very common out in the wilderness. Everyone gets a hand rub. Gets the hand rub duck. The hand rub duck. Hand rub a duck. Rub a ducky. You're so fun. A wah, a wah. So we need to interact with you. No, you don't need to interact with my face. Do not touch the face. You do not touch the face. You're going to see you out in public and say nothing while I make heavy eye contact and shove salmon in your face. Then leave. I would be so baffled. I'll be like, is this safe? You'll never forget that? Salmon. Just take me out to salmon. Take me out to eat salmon. I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy. The live cringe. Live live free. Live cringe. Live the free.
Explore the model kit's premium droids and other unique items.
Ah, frick!
Today we're at Droid Depot. Chips for the Resistance, 3 for the Scoundrels. 2 categories.
Wait, you can give them personality chips?
Once you're done, don't forget to explore the model kit's premium droids and other unique items crafted from upcycled scrap parts available at the depot. Additional personality chips are available for purchase that will give your droid a unique personality. There are as many as 10 personality chips to choose from and are grouped in 3 categories: Resistance, First Order, and the Scoundrel factions. The Scoundrel faction chip will make the droid sound mischievous, cunning, and up to no good. In total, there
That
are
sounds
4
fun.
chips for the Resistance, 3 for the Scoundrels, 2 for the First Order, and 1 that is only available with the R-Series drum kit. The personality chips will change the droid's voice and affect its behavior.
What is this? People were telling me that you can make your own droid at Disneyland, and I was curious as to what that was, so I was looking at it. Unique personality. I know. I was pinpointing that unique personality. 10 options.
Behavior around the Black Spire outpost. For example, a droid with a Resistance personality may act excited and happy near a Resistance encampment, but may appear anxious and nervous near the First Order area of Galaxy's Edge. There is a cast member available
so we can
to help
tell
you
where it
decide
is
with
in
a
the
test
park.
droid that will give you a preview of each chip.
They said that the orange one was most
The chip can tell where it is in Disneyland, Disney World.
The orange one, because I want my robot to be excited.
Did you see that? It's $20 for these personality chips.
We're getting you a personality right
It's
now.
20
We're gonna
bucks.
get you a personality.
Power
Stop
off
giving me the side
Wi-Fi.
eye.
I ended up choosing the orange chip, which is loyal to the resistance and has a bubbly
You can make your
and
own
chatty
droid and
personality.
lightsaber.
If you don't
Yeah?
want to build a droid, then you are able to purchase pre-made
The
and premium
droid,
droids
the
as well.
droid is
These
interesting to
include
me.
R2-D2, BB-8, a posable pit droid,
Spyware, but it's
RX-24,
cool because Star Wars.
C-10P, and even an interactive Babu Frick.
What's
There's
a
even
Babu Frick?
life-size, fully customized droids that you can purchase for a cool $25,000.
What do you mean,
The fun doesn't end
25,000?
at the depot. Once your astromech is complete, bring it
Go
with
back to
you.
that.
The
Don't
fun you
skim
can
over that. What are you
purchase for
talking? Life-sized custom astromech unit. No discounts apply. This item may not be returned or exchanged. Special shipping rates apply, and this item is excluded from any shipping promotion. Shipping is not available internationally or to Hawaii, Alaska. PO boxes 30 was it what does that say? 30 days for delivery. Disney is truly evil. Show me these
There's
custom.
even life-size, fully customized droids that
Do they function though? Like, are these just decorative or do they also still move? That's what I'd want to know. Do they still move?
you can purchase for a cool $25,000.
They better still move for
The fun
$25,000.
doesn't end at the depot. Once your astromech
Stopping
is
in
complete,
before sleep.
bring it
Hi,
with
Adder
you
Time.
around Galaxy's Edge.
Have fun
It's
robbing that
designed to
museum.
interact with
Thank
the
you.
environment. Your droid will beep at first order troops, react to hidden signals in the marketplace, as well as react to other droids it comes across.
That's
There's
actually kind of
also a play
cute.
area just outside the shop.
There's
where
a
you can
play
play
area.
with others
There's
while
a play
learning
area
all
for your
about brand
droids.
new sidekick. So we've had our BB-8 at home for the last few weeks, and it is a lot of fun to just play around with. So I love the fact that it does move around.
Look at the head bobble around.
Whatever direction his head is facing is going to be the direction. Yeah, that's going to be forward. That's going to be the direction that he goes. It takes a little bit of getting used to really getting going in the direction. One gripe that I do have is that after about 5 minutes, he does end up going to sleep, and then the only way to be able to turn him back on again is that you have to take off his little head. You've got to open his body to get to his motivator on the inside.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a little switch on the inside.
You know,
here,
Koki
and
would
you have to
would
flip
probably
this
bat
every
this guy
single time.
around.
So you can't just wake him up by
Do you
pushing
polish
the
him and
controller.
feed him
You
chips
have to
like
go
a
in and
pazzo?
switch that on button again.
What's a pazzo?
To be able to get him to turn on.
Is that in Star Wars?
This is also where you would put in the personality chip. So right now, this is just the basic BB-8 voice that he comes with. Yeah.
It's not even rechargeable? Is it not rechargeable? I wasn't paying attention.
Different little like beeps
Whenever he sleeps, you have to disembowel.
and different little things.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it seems like.
Which is really cute. So if you do want to change the personality or the voice,
I am going to say, okay, this might be just me, and I might need to like look at it in person, but can I just say, just from what I can see from the video, I am a little bit concerned about how much this is. You're paying for the experience to build it. Yes, right? But here's where I'm a little bit concerned. Every close-up image I've seen of these parts in this droid, I have concerns because this looks like cheap plastic. I hope it's not. I hope it's not. Because I know this is probably expensive to buy. Because you're buying for the experience. But like, I'm a little bit worried about
his motivator on the inside,
the plastic.
And then there's a little switch.
See, the way, you know, when she she shakes it and clinks it, that sounds like cheap plastic to me. That does not sound like sturdy plastic. and that's something that like really worries me. It takes a ton of AA batteries, 2 AA and 3. Does it really? Is that what she said? I wasn't paying attention. The kind of zoo for goats and such where you can pat and feed them. Oh, I see, I see. I'm guessing at least 200 for the experience. Is it? It can't be. There's no way you're paying 200 for a knucking droid. It better not be. You still want your BB and the lightsaber? You gotta save up money to go to Disneyland, man. Your dog chases RCs. There are no RCs fast. Dang, really? They look so cheap. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm not the only one feeling this way. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if I should say anything about it. It's a cool experience and it's a cool thing to do, but yes, I have heavy concerns about the way it looks and the way it sounds. It sounds like cheap plastic. You're 100% sure they cost less than $5 to make? Buying cheap plastics is big business, but it if you how much are you paying for this thing though? Absolutely cheap as heck to make. Markup it will be insane. You can just buy a cyber crystal online. Really? A kyber crystal. You can't play with RCs in the same area of him.
On the inside here.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah, that plastic looks really cheap. Like just the way that just the way that like the edges aren't super clean and crisp. I have concern that this is very cheap plastic. Time to switch to RC planes. You know, I've always been curious about flying RC planes. I've always been curious about like flying the RC planes. They look like fun.
But this is also where you would put in the personality chips that he that so BB get them out like kind of like what the difference would be between like the regular BB-8 sound and what the personality
looks like injection molded. Can still see the seam lines.
Just right there, just like that. So let's see the difference.
You'd 100% take me out flying. Do you have RC planes?
So it is a little bit more sing-songy. I think the tone's a little like deeper. It's a little more. It sounds a little bit more argumentative, if you ask me. A little bit more feisty, I think.
You've been doing it for years?
So, yeah,
can you send
Outside.
the Archie send pictures of the RC planes that you have. Post them in the Discord. I'm curious to know what your collection is.
And you'd have just your basic BB-8 model. Definitely. And I feel like it would be a little bit trickier if you did want to get one for, say, like your little ones, like your little ones. They probably will have an easier time maneuvering, say, an R2-D2. This is a lot of fun, regardless, you know, if you do want to, if you're a really big Star Wars fan and you want to bring one of these home. Reservations are highly recommended for the Droid Depot experience, as it's incredibly popular. Each builder is allowed one guest to watch, but only the builder can actually create the droid. The experience is priced at $199.99 per droid plus tax, and it includes a carry box and instructions. If you found any of this information helpful, I would love it if you would hit the like button and subscribe if you would love.
Gross plus tags. That's disgusting. I thought you guys were joking. Somebody said who said 200? Somebody said 200 earlier. Senator called it. Granted, she said 120. But that practically might as well be $200. 120? 120 plus tax? 120, it might as well be $200. Senator over here calling it. You would rather build it yourself for that price? Yeah. And especially since the plastic sounds cheap. You know what's so sad is that if I'm in the moment, I probably still would really, really want a knucking droid. Plus, so wait, it's 120 to build it, and then if you want a personality chip, that's another $20, so it's $140. So you're basically paying, and that doesn't include the tax, so it's like $150. Yeah, it practically is $200. You've spent more on words. You said 200. Did you miss them saying the price? It was $120 to build the basic droid, and then it's additional $20 for the personality chips, and it doesn't include tags. So you're basically, I'm estimating it's probably going to be like $150 for your complete droid. You know how much is 9mm ammo you can buy for $200? How much? A ton? But you know what's sad is if I'm there and I really wanted a souvenir and you say like frick it and you're just like, I might as well just make the droid for the awesome cool experience. How much could you make like an actual BB-8, like a realistic BB-8? Would it cost less than $200 from scratch? The lightsabers are $300. $300? Is it the kind of lightsaber where you have to pull, like swing out the are we gonna look up the Galaxy Edge lightsaber? What's the process of making this lightsaber? The second video here is Galaxy Edge's lightsaber problem. Don't buy the wrong lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge. All 48 Galaxy Edge Legacy lightsabers reviewed. Buyer beware. Gah. I don't know which one I should watch.
Every Jedi remembers the moment they chose their first lightsaber.
Okay, so it doesn't retract. It's a straight on consistent tube.
Savi's hidden workshop, or carry the blade of legends from Dok-Ondar. Every Jedi remembers the moment they chose. We wanted to know which one actually delivers the better experience and not just the cooler lightsaber. So we tested both, side by side. From the build process to the feel to the features and the story. There's a lot people get wrong about these two. So venture with us as we find out which saber you
Wait. Is there two different lightsaber building experiences? What is she trying to tell me?
first lightsaber. At Galaxy's Edge, you've got two paths. Build your own saber inside Savi's hidden workshop, or carry the blade of legends from Dok-Ondar's vault. We wanted to know which one actually delivers the better experience and not just the cooler lightsaber, so we tested both, side by side.
There are two options. There's two different places you can build lightsabers, and they're different. Oh my god. You buy Gunpla at $200 for cheap plastic is the name of the game. Isn't Gunpla made out of better plastics though? Like the higher quality Gunpla? Like aren't they made out of like fairly sturdy plastics? Hold on, let me check right now. They don't even cut for For 225 you can buy 10,000 rounds of 9mm. That's crazy. That's like an entire hour of fun at the range. It sounds about what you paid for your case of was it 1,000? Did I read that right? 1,000. Oh, 1,000, not 10,000. She touched the light. She did. They even simulate free market experience in Disney. The option is build your own or buy a character saber. Oh, okay.
From the build process to the feel to the features
I mean, obviously
and the
you'd
story,
want to build your own,
there's
right?
a lot people get wrong about these two. So venture with us as we find out which saber you should choose, and it all starts here at Savi's workshop.
When you get in, the first thing you're going to want to do is grab a menu because you are going to need to pick your hilt. You can actually come over here to these trays and see all the different parts you can get So up top
The
we have the
lightsaber
Peace
menu.
and Justice, which is a very classic Jedi build. Down below, for my dark side fans out there, we have our Power and Control.
Guys, I'm looking at the plastic again and I'm kind of getting anxious about...
If you like animals, this is definitely the one for you. And last up, we have Protection and Defense, which is very High Republic-esque. And for a limited time, they actually have a 5th saber, which is this Reclaimed and Reforged, which right now is my favorite because this emitter is so cool. It looks like Han's blaster and I love it. Once you pick out which build you want to go with, they'll actually provide you with a pin that corresponds, so when you enter the room, they know what you're going to be getting. You can also bring one guest in with you. They can't build a lightsaber, but if you want
All that
somebody to
plastic
take
is fantastic.
photos,
You're a
videos,
Barbie
you can
girl.
run it. And when you get in, it is so
But
cool.
I
You
wish
enter
it was
this
good
dark
plastic.
chamber, and this is an experience, you guys. It's so cool. It is led by a
$300.
gatherer, and the gatherers have grabbed scrap metal to kind of carry on the lore and the Jedi of the past.
The lightsaber. Now the lightsaber is elegant and enigmatic, with the power to protect or to destroy. To wield a lightsaber is a reverent honor. To the Force-sensitive beings of the past, the lightsaber was a conduit of the power of the Force. But it's also a unique bond, and it's one that each of you will forge today. It'll begin with the Kyber crystal.
When you get in, you're going to get to this kind of really cool
Man,
build area.
imagine
where you
working
set
at
down all your
Disneyland.
parts of the saber that you chose in front of you.
You have to work, have
Within there, you
fun.
get to pick
Goodbye,
out your different
Senator.
things from your emitters,
I'll
your
probably
keypad,
watch this
your
video and
ignition
then I'll
switch,
probably end
and
it so that I can
build
have
your
Din Din.
saber while being led by this gatherer. They'll come around and help you out if you need it. And this thing made me cry multiple times, you guys. It is such a wonderful experience in there. They get to show you your kyber crystals, which you actually get to choose. You'll get to pick from red, blue, green, or violet. And when they're showing you the sabers, the whole room like illuminates of that color, which is really cool.
Cal Kestis and now Byron.
Wait, those are the only options? What if you wanted red?
Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, and even Master Yoda himself.
You know I'm going for the purple. You know I'm going for the purple. For an extra 100, you can get a real handmade sword. Really? A real steel metal sword? You would feel so bad selling stuff with such a high markup. Yeah.
And then you put
For
it
real,
in
for
this
real. Red is
chamber,
also
which
included.
going to basically,
They
like,
said
spark and
only
ignite your kyber
blue,
crystal.
green,
And my favorite
purple.
part is when everybody
Did you guys
turns
do this,
on.
Puka?
I'm
Did you
tearing
do
up
this?
thinking about
Working
it.
for Dis.
And you hold them up. Oh my god, so cool.
Oh, there is red. Yeah,
Alright,
there are
get
people
down.
with red.
See, you're paying for the tears. It really is an emotional experience.
Working for Disney
What's
parks
really
doesn't
cool
seem
is
nice,
with
especially
your
if you're in
Savi's
costume. That's fair.
customization, you
They have
can
strict
actually
rules for costume
customize
people.
Your hilt even
A
more,
real
and
steel
that's
sword.
Exactly what
No,
I'm
you
gonna
did
show
not.
You guys next. The first customization slash upgrade I recommend making for your Savi saber is going to be the bag. As
The
I mentioned,
bag?
It does come with one, but as you can see, they kind of break apart and tear very easily. So
Cheap.
let's head into Doc Unders and see what options he has for us.
They break
This place
easily.
is
They give
so
you a
cool,
standard
and
bag
I
that breaks
promise I
easily
will
so
tell you
that you're
all about
encouraged
it
to buy the
later.
better quality
Let's
bag.
take a look at this bag. This is a huge upgrade from the one you get at Savi's workshop. First of all, it is very heavy duty. It's like a canvas material. It will not tear or fray. It is.
Why did they make like a cargo bag for your
I love it's a
lightsaber?
magnetic clip. You have a lot of texture and detail on it. Some beautiful.
You were only at
artifacts.
Galaxy's Edge
I love
briefly.
color because it's
The basic
very,
Kyber colors are
vibrant. You
blue,
can wear
green,
it for a
purple, and
light
red.
side or a
How
dark
dare you
side,
call purple
outfit.
basic?
All of these magnetic
Purple is
pockets
not
are great,
basic
so
at
you can
all.
store kyber
Do you know what it
crystals, which we'll
takes
talk
to
about
have a
soon in
purple
there.
lightsaber?
And it also
You
has a
have
cool
to
little green
tread
here at the bottom, which
both
I
sides,
really
the
like.
light and the
So
dark
this will
side.
definitely be my first
It's very,
upgrade,
very
and
hard.
the shoulder
And only
strap
one
is
person
added.
has ever
But
achieved
I
that.
wanna show you my
Samuel
favorite
Samuel
upgrade next
Jackson,
for your
I
Savi
think.
saber, which are the kyber crystals. Let's check them out. This over here is the
For 300
holocron wall.
more, you
And
can
on here we
get the
have
15-pound,
so many
4-foot
different kyber
warhammer you
crystals.
have been
So you do
looking
get
at
to
for
choose
years.
one from
Oh
the
my goodness.
experience, But my favorite thing is you can
They also have yellow and
swap
white
out that
colors as
crystal.
well
So if you
as
got
a black
red, you
crystal
can
that's
swap it
just
out
a
for
red,
a
but one,
purple
a
or
red
a
one, but
green, and there are
special.
so many different varieties. In here, you can actually get some colors that you can't get outside
Wait,
in Savi's workshop.
wait,
So you
wait.
can actually get
Are these alternative kyber crystals? Is she basically saying you get basic colors, but if you want special colors, then you gotta go get a different kyber crystal?
A white kyber crystal.
I hate this. I hate this. I'm gonna freaking, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna barge in there and eat all of their kyber crystals. As if it was like rock candy. I would say if I had a lightsaber, I would obviously guys, obviously you know me. Obviously. I'd want a purple lightsaber or I'd want a white lightsaber. I'd want purple or white. Because obviously purple. I like purple, but also purple seems kind of OP. And then also white because that seems beautiful in the sense of like you're healing. In order to get a white lightsaber, you have to heal a red lightsaber, and I think that's kind of cool. Lore wise, right? Lore wise, I'm like, I think that kind of cool. You have to be a bad arse muffleffer to have a purple lightsaber. You have to be Samuel Jackson. Yeah, so flashlight white. Listen, listen, listen. Lore wise, it's cool. It looks cool. You know, a place that sells real swords and axes, warhammers, spears, and even a bayonet or two, daggers, hunting knives, stilettos, heels. Some throwing knives. You've bought some knives from them. You can buy kyber crystals at Disney's online store. They aren't like... They're $25 each. So on top of the $300. On top of the $300, you get 25. I'm surprised they made purple a basic color.
And what's extra cool is if you are in here shopping and you want to grab a holocron, all of these can be used with the Sith or Jedi, which will create different voice lines in there. So let's go ahead and head out of here for a minute because I want to show you how to swap out your crystals in your Savi's hilt. And I went with power and control, so of course I had to get the red kyber crystal. This thing's
She's
really
Sith.
cool and I love it, but you know, sometimes a girl needs some options in her life. So what I did was I headed into Doc Ondar's and switch out. So it's all the way, and then your emitter section's just going to pop off.
Emitter section.
Very simple. You can set those on the side. And then to get your kyber crystal out, you'll see it right here in the middle of the...
You know, I will say...
Just pop it out. And then to put
This
the
does...
new one in,
The plastic does not sound as cheap as the
go
droid.
ahead and put it in, and I'll show you guys how it works.
It does not sound as cheap as the droid. Like the clinking of the plastic.
And then on the bottom, you'll see red and blue. So just kind of line those up so they match. And then you'll
Yeah, that doesn't sound as cheap as the droids. So the plastic
really
actually might be better for these. And it did look fairly thick. It looked pretty thick. My only concern would be the freaking saber part, right?
These are custom kyber crystals from a company called Crafted Cores. And
Huh?
they are very unique in many ways. One, you can get ones modeled after characters. So here we have Boba Fett. And
Boba
he's
Fett never
actually
held a
painted
saber.
and looks just like him. We
The
also
hilts are
have a
aluminum.
character like
Oh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. What makes this one extra special is it glows in the dark, which is really awesome. And then here we have the power.
Can't be as
and
cheap because
control,
people are
which
going...
matches
Yeah,
with
people are
my
going to swing them
lightsaber.
around and
Now,
play
what's
sword
really
fighting with
neat
each
about
other.
These is, unlike the sabers
The
you
clippers
get
won't
in,
last
the crystals
long.
you get in Doc
Only the
Ondar's,
core is
they
plastic.
are double-sided, so they will actually glow two different colors depending which direction in the hilt you put it in. I have the power
Interesting.
and control crystal in one direction, so when we ignite it, it's going to actually light up white. It's a little hard to see because it's daylight, but let's go ahead and swap it around. So you'll just pop
Wait,
it
that's
out,
kind of low-key cool.
and then put it in the opposite direction. These things can be a little bit finicky, and you'll see it glow red in there. And when you put it on, now we will get a red
Yo, that's
ignition.
kind of
If you like
cool.
these crystals and want to get your hands on them, head over to Crafted Cores and make sure to use our discount code Falcon at checkout to save 10%. They have tons of other ones, so shop around and pick out your favorite.
At the creature stall is where you can
That's
find
kind of cool.
accessories to make the exterior of your lightsaber
You can't be
look
play
extra
fighting,
cool. And
but
they
you
are
can
these
swing as
couple
much
of
as you
pummels
want.
right here.
Would be cooler
This
if it
one is,
was
I think, my favorite.
metal like
This is a
steel,
wampa.
not
It's got that
pot
pretty
metal
almost see-through
aluminum.
look. I think he kind of
That's true. Okay. Okay, hold on. One last search. Lightsaber. So, did they say how much it was yet? No, they didn't. but I'm gonna believe Minato that it was like $300. Hold on, did they say how much it was?
Really awesome favors is you can colors, so you can grab accept that. The very first thing you're going to want to pick up for your legacy saber inch option. So if you want like a full size saber, or if you want
Look at
something
this.
a little smaller for
You can make your lightsaber longer or shorter.
they have the 26-inch option as well.
The next accessories we want to show you can be used for both sides. Absolutely perfect. So I'll show like this right down the clips.
Oh, you can have a hilt.
Actually, really, so you're like, right? You can plug into green, purple, with those crystals out. They look like that. Lights. All of the accessories that Dokkan does are just the tip of the eye through the crystals. All of the accessories.
Okay, they don't tell you how much. Okay. So if we were to go to like a specialty shop, lightsaber, how much would it cost to have like a high quality professional lightsaber? Okay. I don't know how one finds like professional lightsabers. These kind of look cool though. Hold on. Look at this. Combat lightsabers. So if they're combat, that means you can play with them, right? You can like thwack with it. Durable weapon designed for high contact dueling. So you can thwack with these. Perfect hilt to complete your cosplay. Glowing lightsaber. Okay, so you can thwack with these. Okay? So Minato was saying the experience was like $300. You said Saber, what was it? Saber Forge? This is another one, Saber Pro. 60% off. Custom looks. I want something that's like really nice, high quality and durable. Saber, the fact that Archie has a recommendation means like he's looked at this before. He's looked at this before. Saber Forge. Qui-Gon's lightsaber design is in your opinion the best design for comfort and modularity. You went through your Star Wars phase. You went through your Star Wars phase. Is now let's see. Let's take a look at this. What Archie recommended. Engineered for immersion, durability, and dueling. This is what we want. We want something that's really durable, okay? If you can duel with it, then it's not made from cheap plastic. It's made out of good quality stuff. And so the price we're trying to beat is $300. For $300, you can get theirs at Disneyland. Or Archie, is this real? Are these the real prices? The first one is literally like $84. And you can fight with these? You can fight. No. You're a Trekkie though? You're a Trekkie right now. Is this real? 300 plus? Whatever you pay for getting into the park. Yeah, that. But this has two prices. Hold on. Let's take a look at one. Let's take a look at okay, so there is one here that has it's 200. Whatever this one is, that's 200. What's the most expensive one that they have here? So there's a Legacy Triton. I don't know what this is. Features angled cross guard, inspiration from historical sources, and allows the opponent's blades to be controlled more easily. Long handle, flared pommel also pay homage to examples from medieval sword design. Paladin features beautiful crystal chamber, quartz crystal, highly detailed crystal holders. Okay. Interesting. Ah, it has a chamber. That's actually really cute. Like that's a really nice immersion. I like that. Is it made out of metal? It's got screws in it. So, like, it must be, right? Well, does it say what materials? CNC precision machined aluminum. This is made out of aluminum. Saberforge is meant for heavy use, so they don't price you up the arse. This is an actual sword design, by the way. They expect you to beat each other to a pulp with these. So it's better use and value to get from this place that Archie recommended, the Saberforge, than getting them from Disneyland. Good aluminum. This is good aluminum, is it? Okay. The electronics. The electronics you choose for your saber are housed in a chassis inside the saber. These electronics determine the saber's functionality and effects. We offer a range of options from basic light-up LED blade without sound to advanced LED pixel blades with customizable pre-installed sounds and effects. RGB electronics support a large single RGB LED that lights the blade from the base. Pixel electronics support a special blade that encloses a strip of small and animatable RGB LEDs from top to bottom. $200. Customer photos. My first lightsaber. Beautiful construction, really great weight, sound is fantastic, light is nice and bright. Wish the crystal chamber had a little more detail, would be nice, but otherwise great. There is a small gap in the seam on the emitter where the light can come through, but isn't too big of a deal. Again, very beautiful. Sounds crisp, clear, smooth, audible. Do they have videos of these guys? They have so many designs. Who owns like are these like different custom ones? Like so all of these aren't like based off of things in the universe? There's one that's straight up like a sword. The Knight Crusader. Basically, they might be better now. What is this? The only problem with Saber Forge is their CS. Customer service and shipping time, but that was your experience years ago. Wait, what do you mean that was your experience years ago? Do you own a lightsaber, Archie? Do you own a lightsaber? You had two? Was it from Saber Forge? Saber Forge lightsaber. Ew, that last one was kind of disgusting. The last one was $800 and that was kind of disgusting. Yeah, I don't like that one. My favorite one is the 270. The way that lights up is pretty clean. Xenopixel. CFX is butt, literally paying for the name. So you could duel Beko, your favorite Jedi, your Kit Fisto Saber. Now you have one that forgot the company. Sold your SF a while ago when you were broke. CFX. Expansive. I'm trying to look for another one to look at. Oh, here we go. Saberforge. Saberforge versus toy. There's the toy lightsaber. And then... BAM! Oh, and it pulses. Do it again. Ooh. I'd say the only downside is that it illuminates like instantly as opposed to a gzhung, like elongating gzhung. Dang, that's kind of bright. I mean, it must be really dark in that room. See, that's the only downside, that it's instant. SF is frickin' lit. Look for some impact clips. Okay, let me see.
Ads are dropping in 2 minutes.
Combat. Wait a second. Wait a second. What is this? This says Star Wars.
Has deemed it necessary to
This
water
is
the
Star
cat.
Wars Duel on Fencing World Championships. What do you mean they do that? Are these Saber Forge sabers? Do they make that light go clash clash? These guys are 2 level. Look at the light impact, like when they hit each other. Does Saber Forge do that? Cause that's actually pretty cool if they have the impact, like not the flash of light is. What do you mean is edited? Look at how epic this is! Some of that is editing after. Man. Look at the choreograph they got going on. Oh, that's actually a complaint I had, by the way. So, prequel movies, the lightsaber choreograph, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay? The original Star Wars, the classic, the lightsaber choreograph, it's okay, right? It was you give lenience because it's the first time that they're doing this, and they're just doing movie, right? So that's base level. That's fine. Sequel Star Wars, the lightsaber choreograph, absolute
ADS
butt.
are running for 180 seconds.
Absolute butt arse, like whoever was in charge of choreographing the lightsaber fighting for the sequel movies, absolute arse, okay? Because both Rey and Kylo Ren and anybody that held a lightsaber in any lightsaber fights in the sequel movies, they were all just brute force. And it was all like it was as if they were swinging giant sledgehammers is how they handled it, the choreograph for the lightsaber fights. They weren't beautiful, they weren't elegant, they weren't choreographed as if they were specifically choreographed. It seemed like they were swinging these lightsabers as if they were swinging giant heavy sledgehammers. The sabers were heavier, they moved heavier. They were all just like angry, angsty, I'm gonna slash and swing, right? There was no twirly fights. There was no beautiful, majestic, like, choreograph. It wasn't, like, super interesting to watch, okay? Versus, like, even like this, right? Like, they have a lot of, like, swinging and maneuvering, twisting. It's a lot of fanciful stuff, but when you have, like, a light stick, right? This is a light stick. The whole point of the lightsaber is to be flashy. So of course you want the fight choreographs to be super flashy. But when you're swinging it like a giant rock, that's not flashy. That's not interesting to watch. That's edited, but everything else is real minus the sounds because they had swag. Sabers were heavier, you Angie. You mean for in-universe reasons that actually makes sense for the first fight? Rey even tries to use a saber like her staff, which is how she understands combat. Dude, she fights with her staff a lot better than the saber. She fought with her staff a lot more eloquently than the knucking saber. But like when the saber, it was like swinging a giant sledgehammer. I'm more interested in watching her fight with her staff than the lightsaber because she actually was capable of like fighting better with the staff and make it look interesting than the lightsaber. You swing. If anyone from Rey's time fought with an old master, they would die swing one. Yeah. There was no high There was no high ground. You don't know bow staff fighting is different than sword fighting? Bow staff fighting, yeah, it's different than sword fighting, but there's like there's still a level of like the twirls. It's the twirls that you're missing. You know what I mean? There's no life or death in the sequel. That's what you mean. She tries like a forward thrust, but not like how you would with a sword. There's a lot of things you can do with a sword. Disney is about to be retconned, by the way. What do you mean? The Disney movies? Can't agree for the Last Jedi fight, which looks a lot better, but they also do try to follow the OG series of both heavier sabers and characters with less skills. Because she used her staff for years. Yeah, but no. It's the choreograph. Because it's even Kylo Ren. Even Kylo Ren had the same issue. It's not just Rey. Donnie Yen's character would have been a better Jedi. I don't know who that is. Prequel fights had a case of we can do a lot of flashy choreograph, but it lost some of the impact of emotional context of the OG. I don't know what I was supposed to feel from any of the OG fights. They were just kind of there. Hi Kaiju. Disney Star Wars is about to be non-canon. What do you mean non-canon? What are they gonna do? They're gonna redo all the Star Wars movies? Twists were a sign of the time when they could spend a lot of time doing fancy stuff. But I mean, that's what you do with the lightsabers. When anybody gets a lightsaber, as a consumer, you get the lightsaber, what's the first thing you do? You do the spinny because that looks cool. You do the spinny with it because it looks cool. He's actually got an interesting lore style. He goes for he's super heavy swings and wild out of control. You doubt it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. How do you spell her name? Is it Rey? Like A-R-A? Hold on. Star Wars Rey fight scene. Fights Palpatine. That's one of the later fights, right? Full fight. Let's look at this. That backflip though.
Do it! Make the sacrifice!
Kill it! Kill it!
Okay, hold on. I wasn't fully paying attention. You hated the lightsaber sharing? The weird bond they had. Okay, so for Kylo Ren's purpose, he uses it like a normal sword. Okay, we have a nice twirl there. We have a nice twirl there. We have a nice thrust. So you were just saying about the thrust with a spear. He just thrusted like a fencer. You could do the same thing. We have a nice spin there. We have a nice shank there. We have a nice spin there. Okay. Okay, she's using some force power. Now keys.
Stand together.
How are we suddenly watching the Japanese version of this? we've got some, is that Japanese or Chinese characters? Subtitles we had.
The life force of your bond.
You would just spit fire at them, can't get close if you keep spitting flame cornstarch at you.
True Emperor.
You can see her actually use her Chinese. The video changed. Does she do any other fighting other than that? Okay, hold on. I didn't really get to complain too much about it, huh? But she's not actually interacting with them. It's mainly Kylo that's interacting with them. I don't think she gets close enough to any of them, actually. Okay. Okay, now what was the first series? Star Wars fight scene. Okay, and then we have Darth Maul fight scene. Dun, dun. That jump was so unnecessary. Good night, Neko. Good night, good night. Peak saber combat. Only to have minimal lightsaber combat. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Archie hates this sequel. You're referring to the prequel ones. Technically still OG, but not OG. You guess we watched the video actively enter a Chinese point. They made her girl boss Jedi only to have minimal lightsaber. Yeah, she mainly just used the Force in that scene. So crunchy. Good night, Nickel. Good night,
my
good
god,
night.
hot damn, look at her. She's a cat. Oh god, wow. Oh god, bless.
Kaiju, congratulations on being boob champ. Let's see. It's called It's called swag and it's absolutely necessary. This is by and large a fight for fight spectacle. There's one really great moment when they're at the red shields that adds good characterization. Yeah. Is this what you're talking about? This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the prequel. The prequels had really good choreograph. He went for the flow of power trust. See, there's a lot of spinning here. And when you have mystical glow sticks, right? If you're fighting with mystical glow sticks, that's what you want to do. And when a consumer gets these lightsabers, that's the first thing they do too. They do twirly twirls with their lightsaber because it looks flashy and it looks fun. It's not practical in combat, but it's very aesthetically pleasing. You love blasting this music? A rule for movie fights, you should never just be going one thing with a fight. You should always be at least two, setting up characterization, emotional stakes, etc. The first Pirates of the Caribbean is really good at this. The prequel had very choreographed fights, like potato chips versus baked potatoes. Yeah. You only own 2 Star Wars things. One is a GameCube game, and the other is your cologne. What scent is the cologne? Also, you get Ray Park to do the jumps because he's a good fighter. Who's that one? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Look at this right here. That spin was unnecessary. That spin was unnecessary. That spin was also unnecessary. It would leave you open and exposed. That spin was also unnecessary. But did it look good? Yes. It did. It did. Is it extra movements? Yes. But did it look good? Choreograph? Yes. Versus like what
Oh my god. The choreograph in the prequel trilogy was so fucking good. No other trilogy did it better than episodes 1 through 3.
Spin to ween. This part perfect shows exactly who each character is. Yeah. Obi-Wan's impactful. Oh, frick. My YouTube just went down. Guys! I got flagged! Abort! 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 Your stream is temporarily blocked because we detected video belonging to someone else. Abort! 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 Listen, all we gotta know is that the prequels, the choreograph was beautiful. The choreograph was great. No! Abort! Yeah, abort! 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 It got blocked. Damn you, Disney! Damn you, Star Wars! Scatter! They can't keep our cat down. Disney! Disney, how dare you? We're analyzing and being critical of the choreograph that is the fight scenes of Star Wars. We're being analytical, right, guys? This is an educational stream. Looking at choreographs, fight scenes. How dare they keep us down? Silly Beko, just buy the just buy the rights. Beko just offended the mouse Sith. Ah, frick. If only we watched your video. If only. Actually, it was probably the music more than the video. Okay, my stream's back up on YouTube. How dare they? Gah. How much of that was cut out? It is back. Fortunately, I was on my YouTube tab. So I could see that it got cut out. Okay, we're done, guys. We're done. We're done flagging myself. I've watched too much content. I've watched too much content, and I am hungry. We talked about a lot of food. We did. I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. We talked about a lot of food. Who do we got here? Oh my god. Shy Rumi. Shy Rumi is, streaming again. Shall we hit it again? Shall we hit it? Go get foods. Alright, another 7 minutes of your video next. Dude, it'll be a slow crawl to watch it all. I can watch it on my own time. You have someone? A fellow purple? What? 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 I'll have a lovely night. I'm gonna watch more Star Wars Rebels. This stream has gone on for too long. 3 hours? 3 hours.
When you get the chance, listen to Vo Dayan. It's such a good song. Also, yes, Raid Shirami.
Hold on, I'm gonna check out this person that Archie gave me. They're your friend. Archie. 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 They're your friend. They're your friend, Archie. I'm intimidated. I'm scarred. I'm intimidated. I'm scarred. And I'm hungry. Don't be. She's a sweetheart. Archie, 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 Archie. The bear. Archie, Archie, Archie. I'm scarred. She has so many people there. I'm scarred. I'm scarred. I'm scarred. Trust, trust, trust. Everybody's trust, trust, trust. Okay, okay. Let us set that up. Let's go. This is the way. This is the way. Hear me when I say this is the way. This is the way. This is the way. I'm gonna watch it Saturday, guys. Please make sure you watch the Mandalorian movie before next week. I wanna talk about the Mandalorian movie. This is your fair warning. This is your fair warning that I'm gonna watch it this weekend. Nero got the tickets for Saturday, so I'm gonna see Oppa. Mando Oppa Mando. Yeah. Friggin'. I wish I was a Mandalorian. Let's go. I think I want to see what a Beko Mandalorian design would be. Some of the designs are pretty cute. Like the Night Owl design, the Night Owl helmet design is pretty cute. Now make it purple and make it cat. That'd be cute. Your friend has a really nice 3D printer if you want a helmet that can fit my head. I would need a design first. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!